8-9, the Temple Tigers entertaining the Bulldogs of Trion. And on King Country, 93.7 and 101.9, it's Haralson County trying to remain unbeaten. Rebels on the road at Greene County. Our other games, Central at home for the first time this season, hosting Hiram. Bethlehem Christian Academy visits Mount Zion. Heard County playing host to Murphy, North Carolina. Over in Ranburne, Alabama, the Bulldogs playing host to Woodland, the 86th all-time meeting there. And in 9-man football, Holy Ground on the road tonight at Cross Point. That'll do it for our John Thornton Buick GMC Coaches Clinic, hosted by American Pie Pizzeria. It's time to get it going. We send you out to your game, high school football, coming up right here from Graddick Sports.
You're listening to high school football coverage
on Great Classics 98.9 WWGA Tallapoosa.
Now, it's time for the Great Classics 98.9 Game of the Week. Brought to you by
Dollar Heating and Air, NG Turf, Don Ridge Ford, Hightower Funeral Homes, West Georgia Technical College, American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Buick GMC, Raised Dry Concrete Leveling, Nut Roofing, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Merrill and Associates.
He's going down across the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Now, let's go live to the stadium with tonight's game. To bring you all the action, alongside Michael Miller,
Here's Seth Kane.
And it's turning out to be a beautiful Friday night at Rogers Stadium in Temple, Georgia, where tonight the Temple Tigers are back here at home to take on the Trion Bulldogs. With Michael Miller alongside Stephen Riley Jones producing our broadcast back at our network studios. Hello again, friends and neighbors. I'm Seth Kane, and welcome into Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers on the Graddick Sports Network. Well, tonight, the Trion Bulldogs and the Temple Tigers are going to be going head-to-head. Now, this is a contest that has been going on since the year 2000. However, Trion has won all the meetings with the exception of one. Temple's only win was in 2005, 21-14. Trion's undefeated at Temple. Last season, Temple got the win, or got the loss, I should say, 42-17. Against the Trion Bulldogs. They won it in 2005. Very close, by the way, by one touchdown, 21-14. So there's still a lot to talk about between Temple and between Trion tonight. And Toe is going to be leather here in just a few minutes. About 5.5 minutes away from kickoff right here in downtown Temple, Georgia. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you your keys to the game, lineups, and so much more. Stay with us. We got football on the way next right here from Temple, Georgia on the Graddick Sports Network.
I'm former Atlanta Braves Otis Nixon. I know a thing or two about a steal, and I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler. If you give them a call, I guarantee you your system is going to be running better than it ever did before.
Whether you're in need of service or a full unit replacement, give Dollar a holler for all your home comfort needs. 770-834-6001.
I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler.
770-834-6001. Online at dollarheatingandair.com.
This is Jut Howard with NG Turf, your premium sod supplier. Create a field of dreams in your home lawn this season with Tiff Tough Bermuda, UGA's newest turf grass release. Is a lack of sunlight causing your lawn to become thin or bare? Use Xeon Zorgia, great for lawns with shade. Call and speak with one of our certified turf professionals to learn more about all of our premium farm fresh sod varieties that are backed by a 1-year warranty. We can schedule your delivery or pickup from our farm in Whitesburg, or find more information at our website, ngturf.com.
We come back to Rogers Stadium here on the campus of Temple High School, Temple, Georgia, where the sun is starting to set. Currently, right now, we are sitting at around 79 degrees, is what we're going to be sitting at kickoff here tonight between the Temple Tigers and the Trion Bulldogs. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is sitting to my left. We're also broadcasting tonight on the Graddick Sports Facebook page and on YouTube as well. 79 degrees is going to be your temperature right now. Our weather brought to you by Amy Brown's State Farm in Villa Rica. Rain chance is going to be around about 15%. Wind's going to be coming out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour this evening. So thank you to Amy Brown State Farm for sponsoring our weather, bringing Michael Miller into the broadcast here this evening. And Michael, good to be back for another week of high school football, but tonight looks like we should have a pretty dandy contest between the Tigers and the Bulldogs.
So it does, and it's one that it kind of feels like could go many, many different ways. I think it comes down to both defenses tonight. It's Temple. It's not often you let up 40 points and still win a game by 3 possessions, but that's what Temple did in week 1. And Temple, they've been very good on the ground. They've run the ball extremely well this year. They haven't had to throw the ball, so we'll see if they have to do that tonight.
Let's Let's go ahead and dive right in for our keys to the game. Our keys to the game tonight on the radio, brought to you by Morris Auto Sales, and right here on Facebook Live and YouTube, they are brought to you by Amy Brown State Farm. Now, the keys to the game, we got to look at Temple, and listening to Coach Nix and Coach's Clinic, they've got to be very efficient on offense, but fast on the defensive side of things. If they don't contain Trion early, it's probably going to be a tough game for them. But look at the Trion Bulldogs. They got to contain the Tigers on defense early and move very swiftly on offense.
Absolutely, and Trion has got to do something that these first two teams that Temple's played hasn't. They got to put pressure on the run game. They can stop the run and make the run just a little bit difficult for Temple, because it seems like they've had no issue at all, and just put some amount of pressure on Temple to throw the football. It could be a very long day for the Tigers if that happens.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Amy Brown State Farm on Facebook and YouTube, and brought to you by Morris Auto's keys to the game as well. Morris Auto Sales wants to thank their customers, and we're going to try to turn this down as much as possible. It is going to be a pretty rowdy crowd here tonight. Morris Auto Sales on Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Visit them online at morrisautosalesinc.net. We've got the coin toss going on down to the field today. They got a guest coin tosser here tonight from one of our members of our military service here. We thank them for their service. And there was the flip of the coin as Temple is going to be coming about. And we'll see who won the coin toss. Let's see. So Temple, they're turning Temple around. Temple has won the toss, and they have elected to receive to open up the ball game, which means Trion is going to be getting the football to kick off the second half. The makeup of the football field like this is going to be from goal line to goal line is going to be 100 yards. The end zones are going to be 10 yards deep, and the field is 53 1/3 yards wide. This is a northwest-southeast configuration. The stadium southeast is going to be on our left, and northwest is going to be on our right. So Temple going to be opening up the ball game, receiving. To start things off, we're going to see what Jackson Ribbon and company are going to be doing as the Temple Tigers have already made their way into the stadium. Interesting concept on their helmets. They have tiger stripes on their helmets, the dark gold and the black stripes on their helmets with black headgear with gold and white stripes on the shoulder pads, gold numbers and jerseys, or gold numbers and letters on the backs and fronts of their black jerseys, and wearing black breeches tonight. For the Trion Bulldogs, they looks like a combination of Duke and Kentucky colors down there. They've got the white headgear, white jerseys, royal blue numbers and letters on the fronts and backs of their jerseys, and the royal blue breeches they are wearing tonight. As you see, Trion, if you're watching with us online tonight, they are just now making their way into the stadium as well. And they brought a fairly small crowd coming up from the Chattooga County area up in the northeast side of Georgia. So both teams are getting set. We're just about 35 seconds away from kickoff here in just a bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the visiting coach now that we see for the Trion Bulldogs, as you're watching here online with us on Facebook Live. And we're seeing Sean Patrick there, who is, I think this is the only place he has ever been, 6th season as a head coach with 4 playoff appearances in 5 years. He's 44-17 on the year, as you see him walking across your screen right here. As we talk about him, of course, Corey Nix has been at Temple for quite a few years now. We see him standing there on the side, close to the sidelines there. And we'll get a better shot of him coming up. Of course, that's assistant Evan Hochstetler standing there, as you see him on screen as well. But Corey Nix, there he is. Corey Nix been doing a phenomenal job in his entire time he's been here at Temple. 4th season, he is 20-16 with 3 playoff appearances in 4 years. That many playoff appearances and only missing it for 1 year, that's pretty good sign of a pretty good coach. So now Temple's going to be lining up. They're going to be waiting to receive the football. We'll take a look back here and see your 2 deep return men for the Temple Tigers all the way in the back, and that is going to be Preston Griffin. It's going to be one of the initial return men, and the next deep return man is going to be Brian Bowman, who's a sophomore. Kicking off for the Trion Bulldogs, it looks like we are going to be having Meisner Perez is going to be kicking off for the Bulldogs, and he'll kick it off from left to right. Also tonight, we are broadcasting the game on 24 Strong at TV. Remember, you can catch this and the replay of it at 24strong.tv. Russell Smith and company from College and Career Academy North joining us tonight as well. That's going to be a high end over end kick, and it's going to be fielded back. And picking that one up is going to be Brian Bowman. Bowman trying to cut across the 25-yard line. Loses the football. Trion's going to fall back on top of it. And Trion's going to recover, and Trion is going to have a great start. And capitalizing on a Temple mistake there as we look at Brian Bowman trying to come in, make the catch as we look on the replay here. but he was struggling trying to hold on to the football from the get-go.
And then this is detrimental for Temple, too. You asked for the football to start the game, and now you're putting Trion at your own 25-yard line. And with how Temple's defense has struggled so far this season, this is the complete polar opposite of how you want to start this football game.
So not a good start for the Temple Tigers to start things off here at the beginning. As we look at the Villa Rica First Baptist Church replay there. And of course, tonight's broadcast across our video stream tonight is going to be brought to you by the Villa Rica First Baptist Church, just right up the road. Dr. Kevin Williams, senior pastor there. Now we're going to see what Trion's going to be doing. Coming in and is going to be the quarterback tonight. It looks like it's going to be Link Allen is going to be the quarterback. He stands in, he drops, catches the football, hands it off to Christian Henderson. Henderson cuts out to the left side of the field, gets across the 25-yard line to about the 23-yard line. Gain of about 2. It's going to be bringing up 2nd down and 8. So actually, going to say it's going to be a gain of 3. Look at the Trion Bulldogs. Finished out at 10-3 last season, 2-2 in the region. Finished 3rd in Class A Division II Region 7. Lost to Manchester, Bowden, and Irwin County, and outscored their opponents 412-286. Their loss at Gordon Lee to open up the season, but they got the one win at Dade County on a 1-1 record. Rolling out is going to be Link Allen. He is looking, he is throwing. It's going to be an incomplete pass. That was going to be intended for Bryson Roberts. Got to give credit where credit is due. And Jaden McDaniel making the stop there for the Temple Tigers. Take a look again on the replay. So he's rolling out, and not too much pursuit there, but
well, lucky to get away with that one, too. It was a very dangerous pass there.
Hey, it looked like his receiver is not standing in the spot, so they line back up again. It's going to be bringing up 2nd down and about 7 to go. They'll put the ball just at about the 23-yard line. 2 receivers are going to be lined up to the right side of the field. 2 are going to be lined up to the left. Taking the snap, dropping back is going to be Link. Link is looking. He's going to throw a high pass into the left side. It's going to be overshooting his man, going out of bounds. And that's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs. And it was going to be Brandon Ludy who is going to be the intended receiver. So it's a 4th down and 7.
You're probably going to go for this, too. You're kind of in no man's land right here.
Pretty much. I mean, it's either one or two things. Probably their kicker doesn't have that strong of a leg, or it's like, you know what, we want to go for a touchdown here, even though it's this early in the ball game. So we see Link Allen, who is a junior quarterback. Going to be coming back in at quarterback. Takes a shotgun snap. He is looking to the left side of the field. It's going to be thrown. It's going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands. Turnover on downs. And that was supposed to be Brandon Ludy coming up with a reception. He dropped it, and he realized, that's my bad, guys. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Temple gets the football.
That's a huge stop for the Temple defense, too. You have a bad turnover like that and come away without letting up anything.
So now we'll see Jackson Gribben, and the Temple Tigers are going to be coming out. We'll see what they're going to be doing. They opted to receive, but starting back at the beginning of the ball game, fumbled the ball there just at the beginning there, and Trion capitalized. However, Trion could not get past Temple's defense. So with 10:46 left to go in the first quarter of play, it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Temple Tigers on a scoreless ball game, and we're going to be moving from right to left as you're listening and watching here this evening. So we've got a receiver going to be lined up here near us, which is going to be Preston Griffin, sending a man in motion. This time going to toss it. Going to cut across the 25-yard line. That is going to be carrying the ball. Brian Bowman gets up the field across the 40, the 45, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say back at about the 43-yard line, and that's going to be a John Thornton 1st down for the Temple Tigers.
Good run there, but look at the ball's a little slick for Temple tonight. Keep fumbling around.
So it's going to be another 1st down, and let's see what Jackson Gribben and company are going to be having matched up here as they'll spot the ball on the near left hash mark as we're moving from left to right in front of the Temple bench. So now they're waiting to break the huddle. We are looking at the play clock. Is still sitting at about, it's not started yet. And so we're waiting on okay, the play clock started now. It's 12 seconds. Taking the snap again. This time it's going to be cut right back up the middle of the field. On the carry is going to be Hudson Nix. Head coach Corey Nix's son is going to be on the carry. Cuts right across the 45-yard line to the 47 for 2nd down and about 6 to go.
Number 60, Matt Lee. The Bulldogs gain on play to the 47-yard line.
So now we're going to see Trion. They're going to be bringing 4 guys onto the front line here this evening. As Jackson Gribben stands in and sends everybody out. And he's going to be going back under center, turns, hands the football that time. It's going to be off to Bowman. That time it is going to be over to Jaden McDaniel. McDaniel going to get near the 50-yard line. Going to be bringing up a 3rd down and about a 3 situation. The line to gain is going to be the Trion 46-yard line. Looking at the Temple Tigers, their 24 season recap finished out 9-3, 5-1 in the region. Lost to Trion, Heard County, and Thomasville last year. They outscored their opponents 418 to 262 and finished second in Region 6 of Class A Division 1. And so far this year, they have had wins over McNair and Clarkston. First Tigers and Trion Bulldogs recap brought to you by State Farm agent Amy Brown on Billerica. Time going to be sending a man in motion for the Temple Tigers. Turns, hands the football off. This time going to be lowering his head across the 45-yard line. That's going to be another John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. Look at Hudson Nix on the carry that time. And Hudson's been one of the star players for the Temple Tigers, and we can see why tonight because he's really tough about getting the necessary yardage right up the center of the field.
I think I got about 4 or 5 yards after contact on that one.
So it's going to be first down and 10. They'll move the ball on the Trion Bulldog 43-yard line on the near left hash mark. Clock just ticking away at 8 minutes and close again on 8 minutes and 50 seconds this time. Gribben going to keep it on the quarterback. Keeper cuts out left side of the field, gets wrapped up right around the waist and brought down by about 2 different Trion Bulldogs. And we're going to see Clayton Luffridge and I believe Silas Mills are going to be down there making the tackles for the Trion Bulldogs. So only gain of about 3. Actually, about 2, I should say. 2nd down and 8 from the 41.
First time they went out of the shotgun so far tonight as well.
We've been seeing mostly under center tonight. These Temple Tigers. Play clock has already started, counting down the time at about 20 seconds.
Run the sugar huddle, though, in every single play so far.
So 2nd down and 8. The ball going to be spotted just at the 41-yard line. 4 guys come to the line for the Trion Bulldogs. Turns, flags going to be coming in. Handed the football off to JoJo Jones. And Jones is going to be getting pushed back, but we got flags on the play, so let's see what this penalty is going to be called.
Yeah, I think Temple was moving a little bit up front.
Yeah, I would say one of the Temple Tiger players, he kind of patted his chest, said, yeah, that was my bad on that. Illegal shift against Temple. So that's going to be back in Temple up back behind the sticks. So it's all the way back to the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down. About 13 to go. Still the line to gain is going to be the Trion Bulldog at 34-yard line. See the Insurance Solutions at the South split screen. You see Sean Patrick. You see on your left, and you see Corey Nix on your right as you're watching here this evening. 2nd down, 13 to go. Clock ticking away at 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first. Which some other score updates going to be coming around tonight around high school football in the area, including college football. Getting ramped up last night on Thursday. West Georgia getting the win last night, 34-3 over the Sanford Bulldogs in Homewood, Alabama. So congratulations to our local West Georgia Wolves on that victory last night. So now they're still gathered up, man. It looks like we have a little bit of a malfunction with the play clock here. And they're actually calling for a timeout here. This may be an official timeout. So I think they're waiting. They're going to have a little bit of technical difficulties with the play clock here as it was just flashing and sitting at 1 second right at the present moment. I believe that's what they're going to be checking on right now. They're about to get in some communication with the electric clock operators up here in the press box that are sitting to our left.
Yeah, I think they've had some issues so far this season with it, as they were talking about earlier.
I think that's been one of the biggest problems, unfortunately, because sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
It's been sticking so well.
So I think they're just going to get ready to put the ball back up for play, and they're going to work on the play clock here. We're going to wait and see. Now they're going to be lining back up. Jackson Gribben going to be going back under center. We got another stoppage of play. One of the assistants for Temple throwing his hands up in the air. So now we're going to add some time back on the clock because the clock stopped, or the clock did not stop at time. 7 minutes and 30 seconds are going to be added or back onto the game clock. So there you go, 7 minutes and 30 seconds added back to the game clock after some time ran off. He's still having a little bit of trouble with the play clock, so they're going to keep the play clock down on the field. And now it's going to be bringing up a second down, 13 to go still from near the 46-yard line in a Trion territory. Ribbon going to be dropping back. He is back in the pocket, looking. He's going to be getting chased. He's going to be trying to run out of bounds. He leaps across the 45-yard line and going to leap right over to the 41. Not enough, nowhere near enough for a first down, but he gets positive yardage back.
And this is the first obvious passing situation that Temple's been in so far in this game. And we talked about before the game started that this is what Trion's going to have to do to stop Temple's offense, is put them in obvious passing downs.
So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 for the Temple Tigers. And they're having a meeting of the minds here on the sideline. So it's now going to be first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 to go from the Trion 41-yard line. Sitting a man in motion, that is going to be Jaden McDaniel. And we're going to see Gribben still on his feet. Gets across to the 30-yard line, I believe. Actually, no, that wasn't Gribben. That was Hudson Nix, I beg your pardon. He's going to get across the 35-yard line to the 30, and that's going to be a John Thornton first down.
Well, I guess when you run the ball like that, there is no obvious passing down for you.
So Hudson Nix, one of the star players here for the Temple Tigers. And Hudson Nix is a junior this year. His sister is playing college basketball, I believe, in the state of South Carolina, if memory serves me correctly. Going back and look and throws. Actually handed the ball off that time. Going to be lined up and going to be going end over end. JoJo Jones going to be on the carry for the Temple Tigers. He'll get a gain of just across the 30-yard line. Close to a gain of about 3.5, we'll say.
That's a guy who's having a great season. He's averaging 100 yards per game at the moment.
Yeah, not doing bad at all. So it's going to be 2nd down, and we are going to be looking at about 8 to go. It looks like it's only gain of about 2.5 there. 2nd down and 8. That clock ticks away at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Ball is going to be just on the near left hash mark, just at the 28-yard line. They'll send a man in motion. That is going to be Jaden McDaniel. This time the give is handed off to McDaniel. McDaniel going to cut out to the far right side of the field, outside the hash marks, inside the numbers, across the 25-yard line. He will be brought down at about the 22-yard line. And it's not going to be enough for the first down, but he's going to be close. The line of gain is going to be the 21. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
You know, the way they're getting these play calls in is remind me a lot of Paul Johnson at Georgia Tech. And
yes.
Justin Thomas, those guys running over and they're running back to the huddle.
Yeah. Those are some fun offenses to watch back when Paul Johnson was there over in downtown Atlanta. Now Temple is going to be breaking out of the bunch. They're going to be going back under center with Jackson Gribben. He sends a man in motion. Turns, hands the football up to Hudson Nix, right in the center of the field. Lowers his head, gets the first down. A John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers, all the way to the 15-yard line. So it's going to be another first down for the Temple Tigers. We see back here on the screen. If you're watching with us all across our video platforms tonight of Braddock Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and 24strong.tv. Of course, our video broadcast tonight brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Villa Rica, Georgia, just right up the road here on Highway 78 from Temple High School. This time, Gribben again goes back under center, turns, hands back off. This time, it's going to be to Brian Bowman that time, I believe. Bowman going to get across the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Only gain of about 2. It's going to be bringing up 2nd down at about 8.
And obviously with Temple running the football on pretty much every single play of this drive, they've killed a lot of clock so far in the first quarter.
And just methodically moving down the field with 3:58 and the clock continuing to run. Sun is beginning to set here in Temple, Georgia. Temperature is still hovering at around about 79 degrees. Smidge of humidity tonight, but not too much. Temple's going to be breaking the huddle yet again. Let's see what they're going to be dialing up here. One lone bat set, turn, hands, ball, time off. It's going to be handed back over to JoJo Jones. And Jones is going to be getting met by 3 different Trion Bulldogs. One of the initial tacklers for the Trion Bulldogs is going to be Hudson Thomas, I believe is going to be the number there. There is a... So for the Tigers, He's got to be ready for 3rd down and about 9 to go with 3:13 left to go here. So a scoreless ball game. We're closing in on the 3-minute mark here for Rogers Stadium and Temple this evening. Ribbon back at the shotgun, going to be running out to the right side of the field. He is still running. Stiffs arms a man, gets across the 10, the 5. He's going to bounce his way into the... No, he's got to stay there. He's shy at the 1-yard line. He was just short of the goal line. Let's check the replay here, Michael, and see what happened just once again for those watching the game tonight. And they're going to say his head went down.
Shot the confetti off a little early in the student section.
A little bit too excited, but gotta like the excitement on these kind of games. Evan Hochsteller giving some instruction to Gribben as he runs back out onto the field. Now they're going to be spreading out. Gribben going to be going back under center, looking at a little bit of an I formation. Turns, heads off JoJo Jones, and he trots his way into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Temple Tigers, and Temple will strike first. It's now 6-0 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play.
And Coach Nix was very complimentary about his offensive line earlier this week, and that was a great drive by him right there.
So took a ton of time off the clock. And now we're sitting at 6-0, waiting for the PAT. Is going to be pending, and kicking is going to be Ryan Rutledge. There's a snap, the spot in the hole. The kick is high, and it is...
It was blocked.
I think it was blocked. Yeah, the kick was blocked. My goodness. So that's where we're going to sit right now. It's going to be 6-0. The Temple Tigers in the lead over the Trion Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout. The Trion Bulldogs going to be getting the football when we come back on the Graddick Sports Network.
Hightower Family Funeral Homes with locations in Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville have been serving the West Georgia area for over 90 years. The Hightower family continues to maintain the level of professionalism, integrity, dignity, and compassion that has been the hallmark of the Hightower Family Funeral Home services throughout the 9+ decades. On any given day, you'll find the Hightowers actually involved with the families and communities in the West Georgia area. Hightower Family Funeral Homes, Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville.
We got to give credit. Got to give credit to the Temple Tigers right there. What a great drive they had there. I mean, took a ton of time off the clock, and it became very fruitful for them. They're leading 6-0. Just unfortunately, their PAT got blocked.
Pretty much the definition of methodical right there.
No doubt about it. So now we're going to see Ryan Rutledge going to be coming back in and kicking it off. Back for the Trion Bulldogs. 2 deep return men going to be lined back up for the Bulldogs. Looks like, I believe, we got Bryson Roberts going to be one of the deep return men. They're going to catch it back over to him. He catches it back near the 15-yard line. Gets across the 20, and they're going to say he went out of bounds near about the 22-yard line. And that's going to be Bryson Roberts, the sophomore, returning that football back for the Trion Bulldogs. And now it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs near the 22. So now for Trion, we're going to see them at 1st down and 10. And we saw Link Allen back early in the ball game. Started back in a quarterback, and he's going to be coming back in again.
And they could have potentially hit a big play on the screen on that last possession, but had to drop on it.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. So now 1st down and 10. They'll go back to the shotgun. This time we're going to see Link Allen back in the gun again. He's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper as he cuts out to the left side of the field. But look at Temple's defense. One of the initial tacklers going to be coming in is going to be Sardino Ferguson, the 11th grader. And my goodness, he was not going to let Link Allen go anywhere.
That hole closed immediately as soon as it opened right on that one.
So now try to get over that trauma right there and cut back up the field and see as they spread the football and the formation out. 2 receivers right and 2 are going to be lined up to the left. One lone setback is going to be standing back there with the quarterback, Link Allen. So we're going to be looking at Christian Henderson. Going to be standing in sidecar left. This time to turn, hands the football off. That's going to be handed off to Bryson Roberts. Roberts cuts out to the far right side of the field before he is going to be forced to about the Brian Bowman going to be the initial tackler there, going to be brought down near about the 24-yard line. Third down for the Trion Bulldogs.
They were conservative on that 4th and long they had down on Temple's side of the field. I wonder if they'll be a little more aggressive on this 3rd down.
So it's going to be 3rd down. Look at about 8 to go. I mean, Trion hasn't been that aggressive here so far this evening. Still early in the game, though. Clock takes away at 40 seconds. We're on a 3rd down and 8. First down, driving back at the gun is going to be Link Allen. Looks left, throws left, going to be incomplete. And now it's going to be bringing up a 4th down situation as we see Hudson Nix making the initial force out of bounds there with an incomplete pass for Trion. So 4th down and 8. Trion's going to punt the football back to the Temple Tigers. One deep return man going to be returning the football, I believe, is going to be Jaden McDaniel, the senior. Going to be punting the football back. It looks like it's going to be Clayton Luffridge. There's a snap. There's the kick. It's a low kick. It wobbles. Cuts across the 45, the 40. Bounces back to the 30-yard line. And will continue to roll dead at near the 25-yard line. Deep in Trion territory. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Trion Bulldogs. Back to about the 26-yard line. And we're going to be moving from right to left with 18 seconds left to go.
And the punt didn't look great off the foot, but it took a great roll for Trion there.
So that's helping out Temple Tigers. Let's see if their defense can stop Trion and keep him back on this side of the 50-yard line. Let's see, excuse me, I got my things backwards here. Let's see what Temple can do to get through Trion's defense here this evening. So now it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Temple, just looking at about the 26-yard line. Take a look around the updates on the scoreboard for you this evening. Right now, the Bowden-Bremen rivalry. They're playing down in Bowden tonight. Bowden up 14-0 on top of the Bremen Blue Devils at the present moment. And Gribben goes back under center, turns, hands the football off. I believe that might be JoJo again. Yeah, JoJo Jones going to be on the carry again. So look at a gain of about 2, bring up 2nd down at about 8. All of our scores tonight brought to you by United Community Bank. Clock's going to expire, and we have played 1 here in Temple, Georgia. So the first quarter is going to be coming to a close. We're going to be flipping the football field and going to be moving from left to right. When we come back, timeout on the field. A fresh second quarter going to be on the way next for the Temple Tigers. They lead at 6-0 over the Trion Bulldogs. Let's take a timeout from Rogers Stadium on the Graddick Sports Network.
Ford is proud to be a supporter of high school football. Don Rich Ford is West Georgia's original Ford dealer, and we're ready to play ball.
Touchdown!
There's no better tailgate than on the back of America's best-selling truck, the F-150. Tradition and values are strong when you've been in business since 1971. Award-winning service, straight-talking salesman, and hometown spirit in the heart of downtown Villa Rica. Remember to shop local at Don Rich Ford. Shop new and used vehicles at donrichford.com.
Well, we're coming back to Rogers Stadium. We're going to be flipping the football field where Temple's going to be having the football, 2nd down and 8. We're going to be moving from left to right as you're listening. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is sitting to my left. Steve Jones, Riley Jones producing our broadcast at our network studios in Carrollton. Patrick Laurie, Russell Smith, and all of our great friends from the College and Career Academy North Campus here from the Carroll County School System, helping out with our video broadcast tonight on Graddick Sports on Facebook and YouTube and on 24strong.tv. 24strong.tv is a production of the Carroll County School System. Premier teachers, premier leaders, premier schools. Jackson Gribben going to turn, hand the football that time. It's going to be moving across the field. That's going to be Hudson Nix going to be on the carry. Hudson Nix is a pretty swift player. I mean, he's pretty stout, but he's a quick mover. It's going to be bringing up a 1st down, a John Thornton 1st down for the Temple Tigers.
And they've been using him primarily on 3rd down so far tonight, and he's been able to get a lot of yards after contact and pick up these 1st downs and keep it staying Temple drive.
So it's going to be a 1st down for the Temple Tigers, and they're just what they did back in the first quarter once they got along with the football. Time management is just a wonderful thing that Corey Nix has taught his Temple Tigers. This time it's going to be driving back. It's going to be Gribben. He's going to be throwing. It's going to be a high throw pass. It is going to be a caught football. 20, 15, 10, 5, strike up that fight song. That is going to be a touchdown for the Temple Tigers. Preston Griffin going to be bringing that one in. The junior and the Temple Tigers command the lead further at 12-0 with 11:08 left to go in the first half.
And polar opposite drives there back-to-back. The last drive was about an 8-minute drive. That one less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, it did not take that much time off the clock either. So you hear the Temple fight song going to be going back in the background, and now we're away for the PAT. The previous PAT for Temple was blocked, snapped, spot the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:02 left to go in the second quarter of play, the Temple Tigers, they come right back on this next series of downs. They score it 13-0. And we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Trion Bulldogs, they'll have another chance at it on the way next. You're listening and watching Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers on the Graddick Sports Network.
Chief Financial Officer of American Commerce Bank. I've called West Georgia home for more than 30 years, and I'm proud to be a part of American Commerce Bank's team of hometown bankers. Whether you're looking for a personal checking or savings account, or you need a bank dedicated to providing custom solutions to help your business grow, you can count on our team of local bankers to meet your needs. Come see us in Bremen off Highway 27 near Walmart, or at our Carrollton branch right across from the courthouse. American Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
And the previous two scores tonight, and for every score that Temple is going to be making tonight, Gary and Susan Hewitt of Southland Insurance are going to be making a donation to the West Georgia Metro, or the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes for every point scored tonight by the Temple Tigers. Remember, auto owners and Southland Insurance, multi-policy discounts for every part of your game. Seth Kane hanging out here with you tonight along with Michael Miller. Thanks for joining us here across the way. That's going to be fielded back at about the Bryson Roberts going to be fielding that football back across the 15. He is going to get across the 20 before he is upended, and that's going to be a first down and 10 for the Trion Bulldogs. They're going to be spotting the football just at the 23-yard line.
Flag down, too, maybe moving backwards.
Goodness. There is going to be a flag on the play here. Going to wait for the white hat and see what his signal is going to be. Still having the deliberation over it. So it looks like it may be a holding call, maybe? No, legal block at the back, I should say. And it's going to be against Temple. So it's going to be first down. So it's actually going to be on Trion, I should say. Beg your pardon. It's not Temple, but... So that's going to be back in Trion up, and they're going to move them all the way back to near the... close to about the 7-yard line, 7 or 8-yard line. Another check of... what's going to be going on scoreboard-wise. Bremen scored against Bowden now, 14-7. They're playing that game in Warren P. Sewell Field tonight. Central's up 14-0 over Hiram. Last update that we had. They're playing that game at Lion Valley this evening. So now back in. We'll see what Trion's going to be doing. First down and 10, deep in their own territory. Quarterback keeper right up the center of the field. And that was going to be Link Allen on the carry for the Trion Bulldogs. Only going to get a gain of maybe about a yard, bring it up second down and 9.
You know, it's just the second quarter. It feels like a big drive for Trion because Temple's a very hard team to come back on how much they kill the clock.
So now we'll see a second down and 9 and see what Link Allen and company is going to be having dialed up here. Looking there at Cedrico Ferguson for the Temple Tigers. If you're watching with us on at Facebook Live, 24 Strong TV, or on YouTube this evening. Link Allen going to be standing back of the gun. One running back, this time looking right, throws right, going to be a caught ball. They're going to be ran out of bounds near the 10-yard line. And on the reception is going to be Dawson Crane, the junior, for the Trion Bulldogs. It's going to be third down and 9, not much of a gain there.
I've been impressed with Temple's defense so far tonight. They're flying around the field in this first half.
I'll open it up here so you can get a little bit more clear field of vision up here as the lights are coming on here at the stadium here this evening. It is going to end up being a third down and 8 situation. You see Link Allen going to send trips out to the left side of the field. Only 2 wide receivers going to be lined up to the right. Allen's going to be in trouble. Back of the end zone, throws the football away. and he was in some trouble there. Had he not gotten rid of the football, that was going to be a safety going in Temple's favor.
And really trying to avoid disaster in two ways. Could have been a safety, and also that throw was very dangerously close to being a pick and putting Temple right at the 15-yard line.
So it's going to be 4th down, and it looks like they're going to be punting the football back to the Temple Tigers. We'll see Jaden McDaniel going to be the deep return man for the Tigers. He'll stand just right around the 40-yard line. Now waiting for the Trion to punt. There's going to be the snap, bobbles it a little bit, finally gets it off. It's going to be a high wobble of a punt, and they're going to call it for the fair catch back at about the 43-yard line. And Temple's going to be having the football 1st down and 10 from the 43. We're going to be moving from left to right. Tonight's broadcast of Temple and Trion on Facebook Live, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV, brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Villa Rica. Also, our broadcast tonight brought to you by American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Cadillac Buick GMC, West Georgia Technical College, Dollar Heating and Air, Hightower Funeral Home, Don Ridge Ford, Maryland Associates, NG Turf, Nudd Roofing, Raised Right Concrete Leveling, Buffalo Wild Wings, Southeastern Insurance Association, and Soul Roots Racing. Glad to have them along with us as part of our broadcast here this evening. Looks like we got a timeout on the field with the Temple Tigers. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Timeout with 9:44 left to go in the second quarter of play. Temple 13, Trion nothing. This is Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers on the Graddock Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keith Runnels with Merrill & Associates. We want to be your one-stop shop for all your HVAC needs. We repair, replace, install, and maintain all your home and commercial HVAC equipment. We still believe that integrity and honesty along with outstanding customer service is what sets us apart from all of our competition. Turn to the experts and give us a call at Merrill & Associates, 770-834-7330. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to high school football coverage on Great Classics 98.9 WWGA Tallapoosa.
And we're back here at Rogers Stadium, here on the campus at Temple High School, where now it's 13-0. And you see the Insurance Solutions of the South double screen, double vision here with us this evening. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or 24 Strong TV, across our video stream platforms tonight. 1st down and 10 for the Temple Tigers. Gribbon going to turn, hand the football off. I believe that's going to be JoJo Jones again. 30. He's to the 25. He's to the 20. He is going to be to the 15. He is going to be to the 10. He breaks a few tackles along the way. He's going to get brought down across the 5-yard line, and that's going to be a John Thornton 1st down for the Temple Tigers. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. JoJo Jones.
Unfortunately for Temple, though, it may be coming back. There's a flag down back.
Oh, my goodness, no.
Temple sideline's not very happy either.
No, they're not, because I'm afraid that's going to be maybe called back for a holding penalty. We'll see. Personal foul, never mind. Blindside block against Temple, never mind. Wow.
I don't know about that one.
I don't either. Guys, if we can try to pull up the replay again if all possible so we can see that on the video stream. Here it comes. Maybe back there, but I'm really still having a hard time seeing him. But
yeah, I don't like that at all.
I don't either. So it's going to end up being 1st down and 9. Yeah, because I really couldn't tell where the blindside block was coming from. But be that as it may, it's what was called. And we're going to accept it and move on to the 41-yard line. 1st down and 9. This time turns. Gribbon hands it off to Hudson Nix. Nix gets across the 35-yard line. Still powering his way to about the 33-yard line. Not a bad game there. Bring up 2nd down and about 4 to go. Actually, take that back. 2nd down and about 1 to go.
They just keep milking the clock, too.
They're doing a great job with it. The play clocks are off here tonight. We had a play clock malfunction earlier here in the contest. Clock winding down to 8 minutes and 48 seconds before you're ready to head into halftime. So they spread out the formation very quickly. Gribbon back under center. He's going to turn, toss the football across the 35-yard line, and looking at Jaden McDaniel, not going to be going anywhere before he is finally wrapped up by a couple of guys that read the defense really well. He's getting mad with some of his teammates. Looks like they were probably not doing their job blocking like they were supposed to.
Look at that missed blocking assignment right there because Trion was all over it.
Looks like we've got a flag on the field as well. It's going to be a sideline warning against Trion.
The indication against Trion.
So it's just a warning. It's not an actual penalty. So it's going to be third down and about where it's.
Third and two for the Tigers.
So I guess it's called about third down and about 2 for the Tigers as they back it up. Spotting the football just at the 34-yard line. Now they get it out, and they're bringing just about everybody to the line here. Double tights. It's going to get across there to JoJo Jones again. Breaks through a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and he is being wrapped up and brought down. And taking him all the way down is going to be Bryson Roberts for the Trion Bulldogs. And my goodness, JoJo Jones yet again.
And we just keep seeing what Temple's done all season, just bullying people up front.
So it's going to be a first down, a John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. Ribbon goes back under center again, looking at I formation. JoJo Jones handed the football off again. He gets across the 10-yard line to about the 9-yard line. So get a gain of close to maybe about 3 on that carry. We're going to have second down at about 7. All right, so the guys should back it up. Second down at about 8 to the 10-yard line. Clock continued to tick away at 7:23. Get your recap what happened on in the first half coming up at halftime. On the radio side of things, this time hands the football off, coming back in the center of the field. He is still on his feet. Not anymore. It's actually going to be Hudson Nix. He is going to be brought down by a strong Trion defense. It's a third down situation. So third down and put about 5 to go here, less than 7 minutes to play here at Rogers Stadium. Now they quickly spread out the formation, a couple of tight ends. Going to be lined up here. This time it's going to be tossing the football out there to JoJo Jones. No, not Jones that time. That is going to be Jaden McDaniel going to be running that football in. Jaden McDaniel touchdown for the Temple Tigers. It is now 19-0. With 6:25 left to go here in this second quarter of play.
Like we talked about, Trion had to stop the run tonight if they were going to have any chance of stopping this Temple offense, and Temple's doing whatever they want to on the ground.
No doubt about it. They're been taking names all night long tonight. PAT is going to be pending with that score. Auto owners and Southland Insurance will be making another donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Ribbon's going to be doing the holding snap spot. The kick is wobbled through the uprights, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field with 6:25 left to go in the second quarter of play. Is Temple 20, is Trion nothing. Our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue after this timeout on the Graddick Sports Network.
Find your future at West Georgia Technical College. Right here in West Georgia, we offer hands-on, career-ready training for today's high-demand jobs. Whether you want to start a new career or level up your skills, you can graduate in 2 years or less without the debt. Our programs are fast, affordable, and designed to get you working. Plus, high school students can jumpstart their education, earning college credit with our dual enrollment program. Start your journey at West Georgia Technical College. Learn more at westgatech.edu.
6:25 is the time on the clock right now. The Temple Tigers and Jaden McDaniel scoring that previous touchdown. The PAT was good at 20-0 with 6:25 left to go here in the first half. Of course, you got halftime going to be coming up. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, at 24strong.tv, you're going to get to see the halftime shows for both Trion and Temple here this evening, which will be brought to you by American Pie Pizzeria. That's going to be a high kick, going to be fielded back near at about the 14-yard line, cuts it across the 15, the 20, to about the 27-yard line. Trion going to have it first down and 10, and we are going to be moving from right to left. So, Michael, we're going to see what Trion's going to be having dialed up here tonight. The offense is, well, we know they've been struggling on defense. You can tell by the score, but offense has not been boding too well for them tonight either.
And the offense is just making it worse on the defense because they're having these 3 and outs over and over again, put the defense right back on the field.
Insurance Solutions at the South Double Vision. As we see Trion going to be coming back out on the field. They're in their white headgear with white jerseys and blue stripes on their shoulders and blue breeches and blue numbers and letters on the fronts and backs of their jerseys. Temple decked out. Tiger stripe, black and gold headgear. Black jerseys, black breeches with gold numbers and letters, white numbers and letters trimmed in gold on the fronts and backs of their jerseys. And Trion's not going to be going anywhere on that carry as they are met by one at Cordy Patterson is going to be making the initial stop there for the Temple Tigers. That brings up second down and about 14 to go.
And Temple's flying around so fast that probably for Trion, it probably feels like the field's only about 15 yards wide at the moment.
One thing watching about Temple's defense is that they know how to contain. They know how to read what an offense is going to be doing. Corey Nixon, his staff are doing a great job with that. So now we see two wide receivers going to be lined up to the left side of the field. Only one's going to be lined up to the right side of the field. This week, dropping back. This time it is going to be Link Allen. Link's going to throw. It's going to be a caught football. But he is not going to advance too much before Hudson Nix comes and upends. Looking at Dawson Crane, that's going to be brought down. It's going to be bringing up a third down and long situation as we move left. So we got a timeout on the field right now as we take a look down. Timeout is going to be called by the Trion Bulldogs. They have 2 left, and the Temple Tigers have 2 left. We'll take a timeout with them. Quick one. Come back. Trion leads. Temple leads 20-0 over the Trion Bulldogs right here on the Graddick Sports Network.
Does your house need a facelift?
Water spots on your ceiling?
Nut Roofing and Siding has your answer. Nut Roofing and Siding is a local family-owned business that's taken care of their community in West Georgia and East Alabama for more than 85 years. Not only do they do all types of siding and roofing, they also do complete interior renovations as well. Financing available for interior and exterior renovations. Decks, windows, barns, or anything else you need.
We have you covered.
Just call Joe at 770-550-7536 or email nutroofing@gmail.com.
Trion and Temple getting ready to line back up on the football. It is going to be a third down and long situation. Third down and 12 for the Trion Bulldogs as Temple leads 20-0 here tonight from Rogers Stadium. Seth Kane, Michael Miller back here with you, producing with your broadcast tonight. The Jones boys producing our broadcast on the radio side of things. Long caught ball. It's going to be picked up by Bryson Roberts, and he is finally going to get wrapped up and brought down deep in Temple territory to about the 13-yard line. And that is going to be the biggest play of the night for the Trion Bulldogs.
And that is massive. They haven't been able to do a single thing offensively. That's a huge play to get some momentum back late in this first half.
So Bryson Roberts is going to be catching that football from Link Allen. My goodness, that's got to be at least close to about a 60 to 70 plus yard pass there from the Trion Bulldogs. That's going to be a caught ball, and it finally took a couple of guys. We'll see Isaiah Montgomery, one of the initial tacklers for Temple, finally bringing them down on the far end of the field, and the Trion Bulldogs are threatening to score. Taking the snap again. This time it's going to be taken back to Christian Henderson. Henderson cuts out to the right side of the field, and he's not going to get much doing there before JoJo Jones going to be coming again, making the tackle. That'll be bringing up a second down and 10 situation, so not much of a gain there for the Trion Bulldogs.
And they've hit the one big pass play now, but still just on the ground, they haven't been able to really get anything positive.
Yeah, it's that air. Going to the air on that one is probably one of the best things they have done tonight. I'm surprised they have not tried to pass it anymore than what they have this season. Taking another shotgun snap. This time it's going to be rolling out. Link Allen, he's going to be wrapped up. Hudson Nix grabs him by the ankles and brings him down. That's going to be third down and long as he gets him back behind the chains. And I will see a third down situation for the Trion Bulldogs. I think so far what we've been seeing tonight out of Trion is you see them as they try to get closer into the red zone, but somehow they have managed to find a way to kind of shoot themselves in the foot a little bit.
Yeah, they're just getting dominated on both lines of scrimmage right now, too.
So the clock winds. We're less than 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. So at 3:20 is going to be on that clock. It's 20-0 is going to be your score. Two receiver, three. They go three wide, hit to the left side of the field. One's going to be lined to the left, and I believe Trion's going to be taking a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Right now, let's check around the United Community Bank scoreboard, brought to you by United Community Bank. Other games going to be going on in the area right now. The last update that we had on Carrollton and Rome, it's 0-0. They're playing down at Barron Stadium in Floyd County tonight. Right now, the Mount Zion Eagles are up 7-0 in the second quarter over Bethlehem Christian. Central, they're upending the Hiram Hornets right now, 21-0 in the second quarter. Bowden and Bremen, 21-7. Bowden on top of the Bremen Blue Devils in the second quarter. Haralson County way out on Greene County right now. They're playing that one in Greene County tonight, 28-0. Heard County and Murphy, still no score update on them. Holy Ground and Cross Point Christian, still no update on them as well. Now, coming up next week, our video broadcast, our game that's going to be on B92 Country, it's going to be the Carroll County Catfight between the Villa Rica Wildcats and the Central Lions. Catch that one on B92 Country, on Graddick Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and we're on 24strong.tv. And that is going to be one heck of a ball game going to be coming up next week, a long-standing rivalry between those two schools here in Carroll County and the Carroll County school system. Now we're going to see what Trion's going to be having dialed up here. It's going to be third down, long to go. And Trion is just looking to get onto the scoreboard tonight with 3:11 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Dropping back that time is going to be Link Allen. He's got to throw across the center of the field. It's going to be caught football touchdown for the Trion Bulldogs. Bryson Roberts bringing that football in for the Bulldogs. First points tonight for Trion is 20-6, and they left him wide open there, Michael.
And I believe that's a flag.
Oh my goodness!
Right there at around the 30-yard line.
So we got a personal foul.
That was roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, so it's going to be against Temple. The touchdown's going to stand.
No, once again, though, they get their backs up against the wall and they throw a bomb down the middle of the field. I mean, I don't know why they're so anti-pass on first and second down.
Yeah, but my goodness, they've worked for them on third down, so it's now 20-6 with the PAT. Is going to be pending for the Trion Bulldogs, and going to be coming in doing the kicking for Trion is going to be Meisner Perez, and doing the holding is going to be the quarterback, Link Allen. They're going to attempt the point after and try to make it 20-7 on the scoreboard. As Perez gets ready to line up, he's going to be a right-footed kicker. Lines up, snap, spot the hold. The kick is up. It was touched, but does it make it through the uprights? No, it does not. It is going to be short, and the PAT is no good. So that's the second block PAT that we have had done tonight, once for Temple and once for the Trion Bulldogs. But Trion gets on the board, but Temple still leads 20-6 with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter of play. Let's take a timeout on the Graddick Sports Network.
Back in my day, we didn't level concrete. We just tripped over it and called it a character-building experience. When your sidewalks are more unstable than your situationship, Raised Right Concrete Leveling is here to smooth things over. Raised Right is a great alternative to replacing concrete. They use an expanding polyurethane foam to raise, level, and stabilize your slab, filling the voids that cause your concrete to sink, providing a permanent fix for half the cost. Visit RaisedItRight.com today or call 404-796-5569.
Well, we come back. The Trion Bulldogs get onto the scoreboard with they're just standing wide open right there. Bryson Roberts bringing that football in on that catch from Link Allen. And the Trion Bulldogs are happy that they are finally on the board here this evening. Temple has it 20-6 right now. Seth Kane, Michael Miller here with you. Steve and Riley Jones producing our broadcast back at our network studios in Studio 98.9. And, of course, we got Patrick Glory, Russell Smith, and all the great working staff from the College and Career Academy North Campus here of the Carroll County School System, all running our cameras and video stream tonight here across Facebook, YouTube, and on 24strong.tv. Glad to have you along here with us. Our broadcast tonight on our video streams are brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Villa Rica. Well, let's see what Temple's going to be having dialed back up here. They'll get their next series of downs. Once Trion will kick the pigskin back off to them, back on the far left side of the field. So Morales is going to be kicking the football off. John Carlos Morales, who is a junior. He'll kick the football off for the Trion Bulldogs. And Temple, Corey Nix is going to be calling another timeout right quick. He doesn't like the way something looks on the kickoff return team.
Yeah, it looks like Trion's going to be attempting an onside kick here as well, which I don't mind that at this point in the game. You know, you're able to kick this ball off from the Temple 45 because of the roughing the passer. And you're not able to stop Temple anyway, so you might as well go for it.
Absolutely. And Corey Nix is standing out on the middle of the field. He's trying to get his players set. And the side judge coming from the other side is telling Corey Nix to get off the field. Corey Nix, as you see, in his fourth season, 20-16 with 3 playoff appearances in about 4 years. Corey Nix is still on the field. He's having a conversation with the white hat now and trying to tell all of his players to get back in the positions where they need to get in. So with 3 minutes to go, first down and 10. Or excuse me, not first down and 10, but it will be here as soon as once Trion kicks the football off. Like Michael was talking about earlier, trying to maybe attempt an onside kick here, trying to get the football back, because all Trion wants to do, they want to score.
Yeah, something interesting about Trion, too, is I was watching warm-ups earlier. They've got about like 3 or 4 kickers that keep rotating in and out.
Trying to go through their gauntlet of kickers, just seeing it is going to be an onside kick. Will it go 10 yards? Touched by a Temple player. Temple's going to fall on top of it. And Temple's going to be getting the football first down and 10 from about the 35-yard line. I believe Hudson Nix fell on top of it, and he did. So it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Temple Tigers with decent field position from the 35-yard line. Other scores going to be going on as we take a look. High school football, still no scoring updates from Heard County or Holy Ground on the evening this evening. Also got other college games going to be going on tonight. First big full Saturday of college football going to be coming up tomorrow. Sending a man in motion. This time turns, hands the football off. That time it's going to be handed back off to Jaden McDaniel. McDaniel on speed. He's across the 50, the 45, the 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Stand up. Give him 6. It's now 26-6, the Temple Tigers. That is a touchdown for Jaden McDaniel, the senior. And Temple extends their lead at 26-6 with 2:38 left to go in the second quarter.
What an answer by Temple. They were trying to have a little bit of momentum in the game, and now just completely deflated them. But hold on 1 second.
Hold your horses, folks. We got a yellow handkerchief on the field. So it's going to be a legal block at the back against the Tigers. So take that touchdown away, unfortunately, and back them on up. Hate to see that, though. That was a great run there by Jaden McDaniel.
We've had some penalties tonight, but I don't think anything's going to top the penalty show we saw last week over in Austin.
Oh, my goodness. That was... I was talking to folks about that all week this week. I said if there were not that many penalties last week, that game would have been over about at least 30 minutes sooner than what it was. So that touchdown, as we're watching the replay, is going to be brought back. So now it's going to be 28-6. Temple, that touchdown is not going to stand. A block of the back penalty against the Temple Tigers. So at 2:38 to go, let's see what Temple's going to try to dial up again and see if they're going to attempt something that vernacular again. Preston Griffin going to be the wide receiver standing in at the right side near sideline. Dropping back is going to be Gribbin. Gribbin's going to be looking, looks to the right side of the field. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted by the Trion Bulldogs and Bryson Roberts, who catches it inbounds and threw it behind the intended receiver for the Temple Tigers. And now Trion's going to be getting the football first down and 10.
Yeah, that's going to be rough right there because that really isn't a bad decision, but maybe your receiver doesn't turn around.
My goodness. Turns and threw just... It was basically almost like it was a Christmas gift given to Trion there. So Bryson Roberts, just take a look again on the replays. We see Gribbin there. Throws the football and just right into the hands of Bryson Roberts for the Trion Bulldogs. My goodness.
It's a great opportunity for Trion, too. They could really take momentum into the locker room, and they could go 2 for 2. They get the ball as short as they can have.
Take a look around. Other score updates going to be going on right now. The Colorado Buffalo are up on Georgia Tech right now, 7-0. They're playing that one in the first quarter out in Colorado this afternoon. Central up 28-0, 5:11 left to go in the second quarter. Rolling out and handing the football that time off is going to be Link Allen, the quarterback. Cuts out to the right side of the field before he gets pushed up and brought down and introduced to the field. It's going to be second down, only gain of if anything, maybe about a half a yard.
I just don't get it. They just still stay committed to the run, but they're not getting anywhere.
They've been more successful in the passing department tonight. We've already seen that once already with that open touchdown that Trion got just a few minutes ago. So now second down and 10. No gain on that last play. Closing in on the 2-minute mark. Ball spotted on the far right hash mark just at the 46. Dropping back is going to be Allen. Throws a high pass, a long pass. It is going to be caught, but by who? It's going to be caught by the Temple Tigers. That's going to be an interception by the Temple Tigers. And that's going to be Isaiah Montgomery, the freshman, making that interception. And now Temple's going to be getting the ball back at first down and 10.
And I really don't know what he saw on that one. I mean, he threw it right into two safeties over there.
Well, back-to-back interceptions for Trion, and Temple threw one just a little bit ago. Trion throws another one. And so now Temple's going to be getting the football first down and 10 from the 23-yard line. So 26-6 is going to be your score right now. Let's see what things are going to be happening here. 20-6 is going to be your score. Temple going to be lining up. Jackson Gribben goes back under center, turns the football, hands it back off that time to Jaden Jones. Jones scurries around, and he cuts back to the left side of the field. Then he cuts back to the right side of the field, brought down, and that did not bode too well for him. He's going to lose about 3.5 yards there, bringing up second down and 13.
Loss of 3, bring up second down and 13.
So the clock continues to tick away to minute 20. Second down and 13 is going to be where the line to gain is going to be near the 35-yard line. Close to the 34 is where it's going to be spotted. And back up to JoJo again. JoJo going to zigzag his way across the 25. Going to be brought down near the 29-yard line. JoJo Jones on the carry. That's going to be a third down situation for the Temple Tigers. And he's going to get it near to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I bet here Temple, too, probably just pretty content just to let this clock go all the way down. And then
I think so.
Go into the locker room after the next play.
Yeah, I think so. Only 40 seconds left to go. Lauren Somerville saying great catch by number 82. So we'll get some of our social media comments up here from Facebook Live here this evening on the Graddick Sports Facebook page. 24 seconds on the clock, turns, hands the football off, and going to cut right at the center across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Hudson Nick's going to be on the carry, and that might be the last play of the first half. Clock continues to tick down in 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't think Temple and Trion are going to run any more plays, and that looks like that is going to do it. And we're going to be heading into the locker room. Fourth down in one situation, they're going to let the time run out, and we're going to get ready to head into the locker room. Right here, your halftime score, the Temple Tigers 20, the Trion Bulldogs 6. Coming up, we got halftime going to be on the way next. If you're listening to us on the radio on Great Classics 98.9, Michael Miller and I, we're going to be recapping what happened in the first half. Mike Paris is going to be having a conversation coming up at halftime and so much more. But if you are with us on the video streams on Facebook, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV, you're going to be enjoying halftime with the Trion and Temple marching bands, brought to you by American Pie Pizzeria. On Westover Street on Westover Square on Maple Street in Carrollton. I'll get it out here in a second. All your favorite pizzas, calzones, sandwiches, and salads. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9. American Pie, like it says on the box, you never forget your first piece. We're going to take a time out on the radio. We'll come back. Michael and I recap what the first half happened for you. But if you're watching us tonight, enjoy halftime right here with us on the Graddick Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, settle up for a wild ride with the 2025 Pride of Trion Marching Band. Get ready to gallop through the rugged beauty of the American West. This year's show is a heart-pounding, soul-stirring journey across the frontier, featuring a rip-roaring selection of music from The Promise of Living, Sonoran Desert Holiday, All the Pretty Little Horses, and The Red Pony. Dust off your boots and prepare for a spectacle that captures the untamed spirit of the West. Leading the charge is the fearless band director, Mr. Thomas Moore, and the trusty assistant director, Mark Johnson, driving alongside. Commanding the field with precision and pride is drum major Lexi Pearson. Backed by the steadfast band captain, Johnson Mitchell. Our woodwind posse, led by Captains Addison Lively and Saimea Perez, will blow you away with their soaring melodies. The brass buckaroos under Captain Chandler Love and Miguel Diaz are ready to blast the canyon walls with power and grit. Percussion posse driven by Captain Sarah McCauley and Captain Landon Taylor will thunder through the plains with relentless rhythm. And twirling through the plains, the color guard Captains Sierra Woods and Malia Picker will paint the field with dazzling spins and vibrant flair. So grab your hats, hold on to your spurs, and join the Pride of Trion marching band as they blaze the trail through the American West. Lexi Peterson, is your band ready? Welcome to 2025 Pride of Trion Marching Band.
Superintendent Scott Coward, Temple High School, Principal Seth Rogers, and all of Tiger Nation. Now, entering the field for your halftime entertainment, performing a selection from their 2025 competition show themed Romeo and Juliet, we proudly present the Pride of Temple Marching Band. During this evening's performance, the Pride will perform the Romeo and Juliet Fantasy Overture with Tonight and Somewhere from West Side Story. Featured soloists for this evening's performance are Elias Alman and Christian Sims. The Pride of Temple's band captain is Matthew Challen. Percussion captain, Joseph Ideas. Color guard captains, Amira Wade and Leona Ford. The band is under the field command of drum major Kat Chang. Band staff includes color guard instructor Jay Moon, percussion director Dylan Combs, front ensemble instructor Jaden Singleton, and assistant marching band director Nick Thomas. The Pride of Temple Bands is under the direction of band director Everett Kennedy. The Fine Arts Coordinator for Carroll County Schools is Mr. Neil Ruby. Drum Major Kat Chang is the band ready. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pride of Temple Marching Band. Attention fans, it is now time.
I'm kind of hoping it is a sign for things to come.
Well, yeah, we know from you. Says the one who wears Georgia Bulldogs shirts up all the time. We still love Michael anyway. Right now, one of West Georgia's future opponents later on in the season, Army and Tarleton State. And, of course, talks about Tarleton State moving up to Division I FBS after this year. Well, they're holding on with Army right now, 24-17 with 12:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. West Georgia and Tarleton State, they're going to be playing down in October in Stephenville, Texas. All right, right now, Wake Forest is on top of Kennesaw State 7-6, App State 17-3 on top of Charlotte. And in the Duke's Mayonnaise Classic, Illinois on top of Western Illinois. It's kind of crazy. You got two Illinois teams playing in North Carolina at the Mayonnaise Bowl. 21-0 right now in the second quarter. Let's take a look around the United Community Bank scoreboard, brought to you by United Community Bank here across the way. I'd like to welcome and back our audiences on Facebook, YouTube, and on 24strong.tv. And we're going to get the second half action going to be coming up for you here in just a bit, where the Temple Tigers lead the Trion Bulldogs 20-6. And they are going to be on the way next. Second half, we'll have your halftime adjustments and so much more going to be coming up next. Stay with us. Stay with Michael Miller and I. We got second half action going to be coming up next. When our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue after this timeout on the Granite Sports Network.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, we're coming back here as 20-6 is going to be your score right now. Let's go ahead and get your second half halftime adjustments brought to you by Tire Express. And remember, Tire Express, they're in Carrollton. From a new set of tires to regularly scheduled maintenance. Tire Express just off North Highway 113 in Carrollton. They are dedicated to getting you back on the road safely and quickly. For more information, visit TireExpressGA.com. Tire Express, to God be the glory. And, you know, we look at the keys to the game as you see them here on the screen. If you're watching us on the video streams tonight, you know, Temple to be efficient on offense, I think they've accomplished that tonight. And fast on defense, I think they've accomplished that as well. But for Trion, their keys to the game from earlier, not really contained on that. Containing the Tigers on defense early and then moving swiftly on offense. I think they've been failing in those two departments. They got to make some big changes to have a good second half.
Yeah, they've actually kind of just done the exact opposite of what their two game plans were. They haven't been able to do anything defensively to stop the Temple run game, and offensively they've been very, very stop and go and really haven't been able to get anything going.
No doubt about that. So really, as we look in the second half of the Trion Bulldogs, got to come out explosively here in the second half. If not, it's going to be a long second half for the Bulldogs. Temple, hey, don't need to make any changes. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Those are your second half adjustments. Brought to you by Tire Express on Highway 113 in Carrollton, dedicated to getting you back on the road safely and quickly. For more information, visit TireExpressGA.com. Tire Express, to God be the glory. We're going to take one more time out. We come back. We got second half action. Going to be on the way next to Temple and Trion right here. Stay with us on the Granite Sports Network.
No matter where you have to go, your feet have to get you there. Soul Roots knows this better than anyone. That's why they are dedicated to taking care of you and your feet. Soul Roots offers the latest styles of the absolute best brands of shoes with your feet in mind, featuring Hoka, Ulta, and On running shoes. Come in and get your free fitting by one of their fit experts. That's Soul Roots Running Company, 150 Maple Crossing, Suite 101. Online at soulrootsracing.com.
And we come back here with about 90 seconds left to go before we get the second half going to be underway as Temple leads at 20-6 on top of the Trion Bulldogs. We take a look ahead now. The Facebook Live Game of the Week going to be coming up next week we're just going to be right up the road at Villarica High School. And where Villarica and Central are actually going to be head-to-head next week. And I'm going to tell you, the Carroll County Catfight, looking forward to that game coming up next week. One of the great rivalries in this area. And one of the very long-standing rivalries, too, in this area as well. Of course, Bowden-Bremen, another long-standing rivalry being played over in Bowden tonight. They've been going, they're one of the, I think, the 4 longest-running rivalries in the state of Georgia. That's still being played and played for the Sewell Trophy over at Warren P. Sewell Field at Dwight Hochstetler Stadium in Bowden, Georgia, on the other side of the county here this evening. Let's go ahead. Let's play a second half of football here, Michael.
And Trion does get the ball to start the second half, so they have an opportunity to kind of make a statement.
So we're going to see what they are going to be doing here on this second half. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be interesting to watch here as we're going to have things going to be up and going here. So Temple going to be kicking the football back off, back to the Trion Bulldogs. Temple elected to receive in the first half. And Trion's going to get the football to start. The second half going to be kicking back off from left to right. There's going to be a kick. It's going to be rolling back across the 15, going to be picked up back at the 12-yard line. Return man for Trion. Going to get it across the 20 to about the 24-yard line. And it looks like about the 23, they'll say officially where the spot is going to be. Trion's going to have the football first down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. And we are going to be moving from right to left. So now let's see what Trion and company and Link Allen, the quarterback, and let's see what he's going to be having dialed up with his offensive team. And Sean Patrick as well for the Trion Bulldogs.
You got to imagine they put more emphasis on the pass in this half with the success that today. The little success they had was through the air in the first half.
It's now going to be spreading the formation. Now we got 3 receivers going to be lined up to the right side of the field. And to the left side of the field, I should say. Throws across the middle of the field. It's going to be batted away. Hudson Nix going to be coming in, knocking that pass down from Link Allen, the quarterback for Trion. That's going to be bringing up a second down and 10.
That's a big play right there. That man was wide open. Could have been a huge play for Trion.
Take a look back again, looking at Link Allen. Looked to the left side of the field and was trying to throw to Bryson Roberts, but Hudson Nix was just a lot quicker. Hudson Nix, a junior. He is the son of head coach Corey Nix. That goes second down and 10. The ball just sitting back at the 24-yard line. Turns, hand, fakes the give. It's actually going to be Link Allen on the quarterback keeper. Cuts up the center of the field. And not going to get much doing there. It's going to be third down now. Third down at about 9 to go. So Dario Ferguson making the initial tackle there against Trion. 20-6 is going to be your score here tonight. Of course, our coverage tonight across our video platforms of Facebook, YouTube, and 24strong.tv brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Villarica. Dropping back is going to be Allen. He's looking, throws to the right side of the field. It's going to be called ball 20-yard line. Across the 25, 30, first down on the right side of the field. Tiptoeing on the sidelines. He is going to be forced out of bounds and making that pass, and it's going to be complete there to Dawson Crane for the Trion Bulldogs, and Trion's going to have it first down and 10.
A big play there again for him, and so far their 2 big plays have been on big third downs and through the air.
Now it looks like we got a timeout on the field. I believe we've got an injured Tiger just across the way in front of the Trion bench. So Corey Nix and the medical staff for both Trion and Temple are going to be out there to attend to him as he is laid on his back. And he's kind of twisted at the hip a little bit where his left leg is underneath his right leg. Corey Nix going to stand right above him as the medical staff from both Temple and it looks like Trion going to be looking as well. So it looks like they're just talking to him, making sure he's going to be okay. We see some smiles down there on the field, so it looks like kind of joking around with him a little bit. So they're going to help him back up. It looks like he is going to be okay. Let's take a look at the replay again. If you're watching with us, and boom, he took kind of an awkward hit and looking where his leg went down. And that was Brian Bowman that went down. He's going to be walking off on his own power. So it looks like he is going to be okay, which is a great thing to see.
Yeah, we really haven't seen too many. I don't think we've really seen any bad injuries so far.
Not too many. Not this year. Not tonight, at least. They've been pretty safe so far for most of the night.
We saw that one big hit last week.
Yeah, we did.
Too, but that's probably as close as we've gotten.
Close as we got. I think they called targeting on that one, which was the furthest thing from it. I was talking again with a lot of Central folks this week. They said, yeah, that was the furthest thing from targeting. I was like, yeah, I know. Just 2 clean hits coming right there in the center of that player from Oxford last week. 20-6 is going to be your score. Third down, it's going to be, first down and 10 in the third quarter. Dropping back is going to be Allen. Allen throws to the left side of the field. It's going to be a bag of caught football. Oh, my God. It's going to be a caught football. They're going to run that one all the way into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Trion Bulldogs. Folks, we're going to recap what happened this again. Christian Henderson threw the football. It bounced off one Trion Bulldog. It went straight into Christian Henderson's hands, and he ran that one all the way in for the touchdown. We'll take a look and see who it bounced off. And we'll get you a slow identification on that number. I believe that was going to be Brandon Ludy, who was supposed to be the initial receiver, but he ran into 2 Temple Tigers, bounced into Christian Henderson's hands, and he ran that one in for a touchdown. It's now 20-12 Temple on top of the Trion Bulldogs. 10 minutes to play in the third.
Right, too. Reminds me of Georgia at Auburn. Oh, that too. I forgot about that.
And if Trion needs any help they can get offensively, they just got a big break right
all day long. That's a big help for Trion. Their snap spot, the hold, the kick is high, and through the uprights, the kick is good. And timeout on the field with 10 minutes to play in the third stanza. It's Temple 20, it's Trion 13. Our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue from Rogers Stadium in Temple after this timeout on the Granite Sports Network.
Hey truckers, been canceled by your current insurance company? Are your premiums too high? Southeastern Insurance Associates is here to help. With down payments as low as 10% and monthly payments as low as $1,000, you need to call Southeastern Insurance Associates. From big rigs to box trucks, hot shots to pickups, call an agent for your free quote today at 678-664-2838 or stop by the office at 740 Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Southeastern Insurance Associates.
You're listening to high school football coverage on Great Classics 98.9 WWGA Tallapoosa.
20-13 is your score right now. Trion scoring on what was a wild play, probably one of the wildest plays we've had tonight, if not the wildest play, as everybody's cranking that Soldier Boy in the background. But I tell you, bounced off what was supposed to have been Brandon Ludy for Trion. He ran into 2 Temple defenders, bounced off of him, went into the hands of Christian Henderson, and ran it all the way in for a touchdown. So now it's 20-13. That's going to be your score. 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter play. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is to my left. Steve and Riley Jones producing our broadcast back in the network studios, in Studio 98.9. Patrick Laurie, Russell Smith and company from students of College and Career Academy North producing our video broadcast here tonight. That football is going to be going all the way back into the back of the end zone, and they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Temple Tigers from the 20. We're going to be moving from left to right, so let's see what Jackson Gribbin and company are going to be having dialed up here and see if they can answer. They've done it before. Let's see if they can do that again against the Trion Bulldogs.
And you see, too, if Trion can have any kind of adjustment defensively as well. It's a big drive for them offensively. Defense got to come out and shut them down, though.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So it's going to be first down and 10. We'll look back at the 20-yard line. Jackson Gribbin, the senior quarterback this year. Hudson Nix is also going to be in the mix going out there as well. We're also going to see JoJo Jones going to be standing at sidecar left, back at the running back spot. One receiver lined up to the left side of the field. That's going to be a high punt over the head of Jackson Gribbin, and he's got to fall on top of it. But it's going to be a scrum down there between Trion and Jackson Gribbin of the Temple Tigers. Trion says they have the football, and they do. So it was a high snap over Jackson Gribbin's head. He loses control of the football, and Trion will jump back on top of it. Let's look at it again on the replay if you're watching online tonight. And it goes right through his hands above his head, a very powerful high snap. And Trion is going to dive right into it, and they got their hands back on it. It's going to be a first down for the Trion Bulldogs deep into Temple territory. And they could threaten to score again.
Yeah, this is going to be so frustrating for Temple, too, because it really does feel like in this game, the only reason Trion's still in the game is because Temple's allowed them to stay in the game with some of these mistakes they've had.
So Link Allen is going to be coming back in, ag quarterback for the Trion Bulldogs. Trion out of Chattooga County. They are coming in at 1-1 on the year. Temple's coming in at 2-0 here on this season tonight as we enter into week 3 of the high school football season. Taking the snap again. This time it's going to be a direct snap to Christian Henderson. He is not going to get much of anywhere, and coming in, making the initial stop is going to be Patterson.
Tackle by number 52, led by Cornell.
They're still just having absolutely no success running the football.
No, not at all. Their passing game has been, which we've seen, their bread and butter. It's been their most successful schemes, but I'm shocked that they have not been sticking with that a lot more tonight than what they have. So now 9:20 on the clock. It continues to roll away here in the third quarter of play. 20-13 is going to be your score, but Trion is threatening to score after capitalizing on a Temple mistake. Rolling out to the left side of the field is right side of the field is going to be Allen. Allen's going to be forced out of bounds. By that time, it's going to be Jaden McDaniel for the Temple Tigers, and that's going to be bringing up a third down and about goal situation for the Trion Bulldogs. So third and goal for the Bulldogs. They'll be at the 9-yard line. As we see Sean Patrick there on the screen there. So now it's going to be third down goal from the 9-yard line. There have been situations where Trion has kind of got down into the red zone and not been too successful. It got really close. So we got a timeout on the field with the Trion Bulldogs. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Timeout with 8:27 left to go in the third quarter of play. Trion is threatening to score, but Temple still maintains the lead 20-13. On top of the Bulldogs, our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers continues after this timeout on the Graddock Sports Network.
Don't miss the biggest sell of the year. It's the John Thornton Buick GMC Summer Send-Off. Right now, take $10,000 off MSRP on the new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. $6,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Buick Envision. And $5,750 off new GMC Terrain models. Hurry, because just like summer, these deals won't last long. John Thornton Buick GMC on North Park Street in Carrollton. GMC. We are professional grade.
And we're back deep in Temple territory. It's going to be third down and goal from the 9-yard line for the Trion Bulldogs. And they are trying to get closer and trying to tie this ball game up. It's 20-13. And Trion capitalizing on an earlier Temple bad high snap where they lost control of football. Driving back is going to be Allen. He is looking at the left side of the field. Throws across center. It's going to be caught football. It's going to be a touchdown for the Trion Bulldogs. Clayton Luffridge, the senior, going to bring that one in. It's going to be a touchdown for the Trion Bulldogs. Temple leads at 20-19, but a PAT to tie the ball game up is pending.
This is a pretty incredible shift, too. Just all Temple in the first half, and now Trion getting, if they get this PAT, it'll be 13 points in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
I know, it's crazy to see, and they've really adjusted here into the second half. I mean, I'm sure Coach Patrick and company, they gave them a nice prayer meeting coming up at the halftime. Snap, spot the hole. The kick is up, and it is good. And we got a tie ball game. Temple Tigers with the Trion Bulldogs. They are all tied up at 20 apiece. Temple's going to be getting the football. We come back. Timeout on the field. With 8:01 left to go in the ball third quarter. We continue to play. It's tied up at 20. This is the Graddock Sports Network.
Otis Nixon. I know a thing or two about a steal, and I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler. If you give them a call, I guarantee you your system is going to be running better than it ever did before.
Whether you're in need of service or a full unit replacement, give Dollar a holler for all your home comfort needs. 770-834-6001.
I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler.
770-834-6001. Online at dollarheatingandair.com.
John Thornton Buick GMC. Experience transparent pricing and pressure-free environment at John Thornton Buick GMC today. One of our many sponsors here, also Insurance Solutions of the South, providing our double vision screen tonight. There you see Sean Patrick on the left, Corey Nix on the right. Trion just scored just a few moments ago. PAT was good, tying the ball game up at 20 apiece with Clayton Luffridge bringing that football into his chest and running into the end zone, right into the end zone. He caught it. And now we're at a tie ball game at 20 apiece. Going to be coming in, kicking the football off. It's going to be headed back to the Temple Tigers. Going to be letting that roll into the end zone. And boy, that's a good move by the Temple Tigers. They'll bring the football back out to the 20-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for Temple. We're going to be moving the football from left to right. So now we're going to be seeing what Temple's going to be dialing up here. Of course, I think after that high snap, losing it, I believe they're going to be a little bit more tightening up on their snaps here.
I'm about to say, I fully expect to see them go right back under center to start this drive and probably try and ride that out the entire drive if they can.
Jackson Gribben been doing pretty well going under center tonight, and either passing or handing the ball off. We got one wide receiver going to be lined up here to the near right sideline. One going to be dialed up onto the left side of the field. We're going to be moving from left to right with the ball spotted between the hash marks right at the 20-yard line in the center of the field. And we're going to be moving with a shotgun snap. They're going to be tossing it out, and he is not going to be getting in. Where it breaks one tackle, that is going to be Jaden again. Jaden going to be on the run. Jaden McDaniel across the left side of the field. The 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40. And he is going to be forced out of bounds near the Trion 35-yard line. And that's going to be a John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. Jaden McDaniel. Have yourself a night, sir.
Oh, what a play. That should have been about a 4 or 5 yard loss and turned that into about a 40-yard gain.
My goodness. What a great carry there. So it's going to be a first down and 10. Jaden McDaniel on that carry. And now we'll spot the football just at the Trion 35-yard line. It's going to be a first down and 10. My goodness, 45 yards there, picking that one up. That is impressive. So now we got some whistles going to be going on. Do we got another timeout on the field? We got an official timeout here. So we're going to be taking an official timeout. I think it's going to be a water break, so we'll just keep it right here. Let's take a look around what's happening. Around other high school games going to be going on right now. Other updates across the United Community Bank scoreboard. The Mount Zion Eagles are up 20-0 in the third quarter right now. Heard County on top of the Murphy Bulldogs, 14-3. Bowden on top of Bremen right now, 35-7. Playing that game in Bowden this evening. 14-7, the Rome Wolves on top of the Carrollton Trojans. Wow. Let's see, another update that we got for you here. The Central Lions up on the Hiram Hornets, 42-0. Haralson County on top of the Greene County, 34-7. That was the last update that we had. And if you've been keeping up with college football this evening, a lot of games going to be going on tonight. Georgia Tech kicked a field goal earlier. It's now 7-3 Colorado with 5:45 left to go in the second quarter on some college football tonight. And at the end of the eighth inning, the Philadelphia Phillies are up on the Atlanta Braves right now, 2-1.
Yeah, we had a good little run going for a little bit. Had about 4 or 5 straight wins, and now it's gone straight back down.
Yeah, it's
what it's been.
Well, welcome to being a Braves fan. You got your highs, your lows. You got the best of times. You got the worst of times. And this year it's been more of the worst of times. No tale of two halves here, I can tell you that, right? Or two, well, whatever you want to call it for baseball. Either which way. If the Braves make it in the postseason into the wild card match, color me shocked.
It'll be all right, though. Mark DeRosa will be here next year as the manager.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Let's try to speak that into existence.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm wondering if Snicker really is going to be taken in for retirement later on this year. We'll wait and see. 20-20 is going to be your score. They're trying to fix the chains over there, which...
So that's a new thing in college football and the NFL is there's no more chains this year.
I know. That's going to be kind of odd to watch. Now, we're talking about Georgia Tech and Colorado earlier. Haynes King found some pay dirt. It's now 9-7 Georgia Tech.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, from what I've heard anyway, it seems that Tech is probably breaking.
Yeah, well, it is. Temple's going to be going up. Temple, they move quick, turns, hands the football off from Jackson Gribben on first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Hudson Nick's going to be on the carry, cutting up across the field. He'll get across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Gain of about 6 there, bringing up second down and 4.
I was going to say, what I've heard so far is that Georgia Tech really has been the more dominant team that have had a couple turnovers in the first quarter that kind of let Colorado take an early lead.
Clock continues to tick away, 7 minutes, 15 seconds. Temple is threatening to score again. This is the first time the game has been tied tonight. Turns, hands the football off, gets across the 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. JoJo Jones going to be on the carry for the Temple Tigers. And that'll be bringing up a third down situation. Third down and about 3 to go. Line to gain the 25. So line to gain is going to be the 25-yard line. Jackson Gribben going to be coming running back out onto the football field with Isaiah Montgomery. Isaiah Montgomery just a little while ago credited with an interception. This time going to be rolling out is going to be Gribben. Gribben hands it back over to Hudson Nix again, I believe, going up the center of the field. And he's going to get enough, and that is going to be enough for a John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. So first down for the Temple Tigers. They are doing what they've been doing best all night, moving methodically down the field and taking time off the clock. So as we keep looking around right now, it's going to be handed back off to JoJo Jones. He's on his feet across the 15, and he's still at 10, the 5. He's finally going to get brought down near about the 2-yard line. So that's going to be another John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers.
And I wonder if Temple was looking at this on the sideline, but Isaiah Montgomery was lined up over to the right, and there was not a single person over there near him. So maybe something later in the game they could look at.
My goodness. So it's going to be first down, but we got an injured Trion Bulldog onto the field. So the medical staffs for both Temple and Trion going to be down there and taking a look at the injured Bulldog. Writhing in pain, grabbing towards his left leg, probably around the knee is what we see right here. And so part of the Trion coaching staff is out there. They're going to try to lay him out flat and straight as they continue to evaluate his injury. So while they're doing that, we're going to break away for just a moment with 5:53 left to go in the third quarter play. Temple and Trion tied up at 20 apiece. This is Friday Night Football on the Graddock Sports Network.
This is Jut Howard with NG Turf, your premium sod supplier. Create a field of dreams in your home lawn this season with Tiff Tough Bermuda, UGA's newest turf grass release. Is a lack of sunlight causing your lawn to become thin or bare? Use Zeon Zorgia, great for lawns with shade. Call and speak with one of our certified turf professionals to learn more about all of our premium farm fresh sod varieties that are backed by a 1-year warranty. We can schedule your delivery or pickup from our farm in Whitesburg or find more information at our website, ngturf.com.
Hightower Family Funeral Homes with locations in Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville have been serving the West Georgia area for over 90 years. The Hightower family continues to maintain the level of professionalism, integrity, dignity, and compassion that has been the hallmark of the Hightower Family Funeral Home services throughout the 9+ decades. On any given day, you'll find the Hightowers actually involved with the families and communities in the West Georgia area. Hightower Family Funeral Homes, Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville.
Temple's going to take the football. He's going to give it back over to JoJo Jones, who's going to stand up, walking right into the end zone. And that is going to be a touchdown for the Temple Tigers as we come back. JoJo Jones scoring another touchdown for the Temple Tigers. And we now stand at 26-20 with just a little over 5:37 left to go in the third quarter. What an explosive start for the Temple Tigers on the next series of downs. So now we wait for the PAT. Jackson Gribben going to be doing the holding. Ryan Rutledge going to be doing the kicking. Snap, spot, the hold. The kick is up through the uprights, and the kick is good with 5:37 left to go. Temple extends the lead by 7, 27-20. With that score, auto owners of Southland Insurance will be making another donation. Gary and Susan Hewitt with Southland and Auto Owners Insurance, the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Auto Owners Insurance, Southland Insurance, multi-policy discounts for every part of your game. Michael, what an impressive goal line stance there, trying to get into the end zone. Did it very, very efficiently, and that's how Temple's been playing tonight. And that's been the key word, is efficient.
And they needed that drive bad, too, having some bad mistakes start the second half, and able to respond, get the lead back, and take up some more time and have another methodical drive like they've had the entire night.
So what an impressive night here tonight. Of course, Trion coming back out here in the second half. This is a whole different Trion team than what we saw in the first half tonight. They have came back, they have scored, capitalized on a couple of Temple's mistakes here this evening, and found pay dirt in that process as well. So right now we are sitting at 27-20, 5:37 left to go in the third quarter of play. Temple looking to get win number 3 on the season, trying to look to get win number 2. Kicking it off from the 40-yard line back to the Trion Bulldogs. And they're going to field that one back. Ball's going to be coming loose back at the 5-yard line. He picks the football back up, runs it from the 5 to the 10. Going to be cutting out to the right side of the field. He's going to get wrapped up, brought down, and escorted to the ground And that's going to be right up a first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. And we are going to be moving from right to left.
To be honest with you, that may have just put the nail in the coffin if he didn't get that one back.
No, I know. They lost that one. Temple could have really capitalized, jumped back on top of it. Yeah, got out at least a 33-20. So as we take first down and 10, we're going to be putting the football just for the Temple Tigers back at their, for the Trion Bulldogs at their 15-yard line. As we're moving from right to left as you're listening here this evening. Coming in, 4 guys on the front line. This time turns, fakes the handoff. It's going to be turning, throw it across the field. It's going to be a caught football for the Trion Bulldogs. It's going to be wrapped up, brought down just across the 40-yard line. And going to be making that reception is going to be Dawson Crane for the Trion Bulldogs. Tackle made by Xavier Daniel there for the Trion Bulldogs. It's going to be a first down.
And they just got to keep doing that. That's what they've had success doing tonight, is just throwing the ball down the field.
So closing in on the 5-minute mark, and Trion's passing game has been their go-to. I mean, it's been really what they should have been doing most of the night tonight, but they've opted to do a lot more running here as well. So we see Temple decked out in their tiger stripe with black and gold stripes, black jerseys, black breeches with the gold numbers and white numbers and letters on the fronts and backs of their jerseys trimmed in gold. This time it's going to be handed the football. Now it's going to be Link Allen on the quarterback keeper for Trion. He is going to be forced out of bounds on the Trion sideline, and maybe going to be losing about 3, maybe 4 yards, bringing up second down and long.
Yeah, and I'm no offensive coordinator, but I think if I'm trying, I'm taking all the run plays in my playbook and ripping them out and throwing them in the trash for the rest of this game.
Yeah, because they've got to go to the air by now. So it's going to be second down at about 14 to go. Ball's going to be placed on the far right hash mark where the Trion Bulldogs are going to be standing in their own territory. Clock continues to stopped right now, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Temple is going to be bringing in 4 guys to the front. Dropping back is going to be for the Bulldogs, for Link Allen. Link is in some trouble. He's going to throw the football out of bounds near the Trion sideline. And it's going to be a third down situation, and still going to go throw for it on this if they don't. So they have got to throw it for Trion. If they want to be successful, they have got to throw it on this third down play right here.
Probably look back down the middle of the field again, too. Their biggest plays have been right down the middle, and they've gone to the sidelines. It hasn't worked as well for them.
So we'll see Link Allen going to be coming back at a quarterback. He has got Christian Henderson going to be standing back there with him. 2 receivers lined up to the left side of the field. 2 are going to be lined up to the right. 4-man front coming in with a man in motion going from left to right. And we got a timeout on the field by the Trion Bulldogs. Sean Patrick did not like what he saw down there, so Trion's going to be taking a timeout. And Trion has, if I'm looking at this correctly, I think they've only got the 1 timeout left. Temple still has all 3 with 4:17. We'll have to go here in the third quarter of play. So as we look at what, sometimes, thinking about it and looking at it kind of baffles me that Trion has not been passing the ball a lot more than what they have, because that has been proven to be successful for them. So not sure what's, what kind of going on right there. But anyway, I think Temple's just trying to keep them at bay at the present moment. Because, Temple obviously wants to get out of here with a win. They want to walk away with 3 wins under their belt before they move on to the next week.
I'm usually all about, teams trying not to abandon the run too early in the football game. I've seen a lot of teams in the past, college, NFL, high school, whatever, abandon the run early in games, and it costs them. But, you're in the third quarter right now, and you're not getting anything on the ground. I just don't. And then now you set yourself up in a 3rd and 14 here because you're being stubborn to run the football and you're losing yards.
Temple's next game is going to be coming up. You got South Atlanta on the 5th of September. They have an off week. Then on the 19th, they'll pick back up a region play with Pepperell, then Bremen, Heard County, and then going to Haralson County on October the 10th. Right up Highway 78 to Tallapoosa. Dropping back is going to be Link Allen again. He's flushed to the pocket. He's going to throw the football away. It's actually going to be a call ball. Christian Henderson. Henderson going to cut across the 40-yard line. He's got the first down, the 50, the 45, the 40. He's finally going to be pushed down near the 34-yard line in Temple Tiger territory, but we got flags going to be coming in. This one might be coming back. I believe we got 1 signal coming in for pass interference. But we're just going to keep an eye on what the White Hat is going to be calling this one. But I saw one of the refs call for a pass interference on that signal. Never mind, it's going to be a legal block at the back against the Trion Bulldogs. So that's going to be bringing Trion back. It hurt them tremendously because that was an impressive run there by Christian Henderson.
Another explosive play taken away, which you've seen on both sides tonight. A lot of explosive plays taken away because of penalties.
So it's going to be bringing third down and long way to go. It's going to be third down and the southeast end of the end zone, headed back towards this portion down as we're running straight in the way the stadium is looked up. We kind of run diagonally into Highway 78 here in Temple. Rolling out is going to be Link out. He looks left, throws left, going to be throw. It's going to be caught football by Dawson Crane. He's going to be forced out of bounds by the Temple Tigers, and that is going to be Isaiah Montgomery forcing him out of bounds. So he's got some of the lost penalty yardage back and a little bit more.
They got back to about the original line of scrimmage, but it looks like they're gonna punt this one away.
So they'll punt it back to the Temple Tigers, and Temple, who has been doing phenomenal with their clock management skills this evening.
I was kind of thinking maybe Trion might go for here just because of how efficient Temple's been offensively and how good they've been at killing the clock in this game.
So a deep return man going to be coming back for the Temple Tigers. Going to be Jada McDaniel. Clayton Loffridge going to be doing the punting. There's going to be a high end of the night sky punt, and it's going to fall just back at about the 38-yard line, bounces back to the 30-yard line, and the ball is going to roll dead at the Temple 29-yard line. And they're going to have it first down and 10 from their own 29-yard. Actually, the 30 is where their official spot's going to be. We're going to be moving from left to right as we continue to move on. Tonight's broadcast of Trion and Temple is brought to you by, on Facebook Live, 24 Strong TV, and YouTube by First Baptist Church of Villarica. Also brought to you by American Commerce Bank, Southeastern Insurance Association, John Thornton Cadillac Buick GMC, Soul Roots Racing. Also, West Georgia Technical College, Dollar Heating and Air, Hightower Funeral Home, Don Rich Ford, Maryland Associates, NG Turf, Nut Roofing, Raised Right Concrete Leveling, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, want to remind you about Thrifttown Groceries. They're right up the road in Bremen, Highway 78. Thrifttown Groceries, they got you covered from custom cut meats, fresh produce, and so much more. To learn more about West Georgia's new low-cost leader, visit thrifttowngrocery.com, and on Facebook, Thrifttown Grocery, West Georgia and East Alabama's new low-cost leader. This time it is going to be handing the football back off to, I believe that is going to be Jada McDaniel again. McDaniel trying to advance his way across the 40-yard line. It's going to be brought down by a host of Bulldogs. That should be enough, and that is, it's going to be a John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. So it's going to be first down in Temple Tigers. John Thornton first down. Remember, experience John Thornton Buick GMC today on Highway 27 in Carrollton. Right down the road from the radio station. This time it's going to be handing the football off across the way. That's going to be McDaniel again. Jada McDaniel again going to try. Actually, not that time. That's actually going to be Nehemiah Dorsey on the carry that time. Where's number 0? Gain of about 4, bringing up second down and 6.
And that kind of shows you how much success an offensive line is having when none of your batter runs is a 4-yard gain.
Clock continues to chip away at 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Back under center, Gribbing goes again. He looks at hands the football off. This time it's going to be there to none other than, it's going to be JoJo Jones again, still on his feet, fighting his way. And they said the ball came loose. Trion says they have it, and they do.
They just straight up took the ball away.
So it looks like we're going to check the replay here and see. Michael, I think you might be right. He did get the football stripped away from him, just straight up taking it. Got one arm on him and grabbing him on his shoulder right there. And it looks like, just took the ball straight out of his hand. That's going to be Christian Henderson for Trion. And Trion's going to be getting the football back. We've got an injured Trion Bulldog down here on the field. That's going to be Christian Henderson. Is going to be walking a little gingerly on that right leg as he now trotting back off the field right now. High big up the fans. A great crowd from Trion making their way down from Chattooga County tonight. And Temple bringing a great crowd with them. Here, the hometown team this evening.
I'm going to give some credit to this Temple student section. This is one of the most lively ones I've seen in a high school.
I know, right? What a great job this Temple student section has been doing tonight, cheering on their Temple Tigers. We'll always love coming to towns like Temple where you see a lot of great student and community support of their local teams. Love seeing that right here. It is 2 minutes and 18 seconds. 27-20 is going to be your score. Trion has the football back now. First down and 10 from the Trion 41. Driving back is going to be Link Allen, still rolling out of the left side of the field. Throws under some pressure. Going to be caught football in and out of the hands. Never mind, that's going to be incomplete. Dawson Crane. But it's going to be Isaiah Montgomery, who introduced himself one more time to Dawson Crane. Ball's going to be coming loose. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Second down and 10 from the 41.
And he's had himself a very good game on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, he definitely has this evening. One of the impressive two-way players that Trion's been having tonight. Temple's been having tonight. So it's going to be second down and 10 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this third quarter of play. Just want to give you a reminder. Don't forget we got the Red Zone going to be coming up later on tonight, starting at 10 o'clock. Mike Paris, David Thrower, and Jay Webb are all going to be giving you a recap of what's happening in the area, highlights from our broadcast games, and so much more. That's going to be on the way. Trion's going to be taking a timeout. We'll take one with him. Timeout with 2:10 left to go in the third quarter of play is 27-20. Trion has the football, but Temple has the lead. Our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue after this on the Grydex Sports Network.
Looking to score a great deal on a new or high-quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Then stop by Don Rich Ford. Our all-star sales associates are ready to help you select or special order the perfect vehicle with the right financing options to put you behind the wheel of a vehicle that fits you like a glove. Come see our selection of new or pre-owned vehicles in historic downtown Villa Rica, Monday through Saturday, or online 24/7 at DonRichFord.com. Don Rich Ford, home of the Straight Talkers.
Well, we come back after a timeout by the Trion Bulldogs. They have used all of their timeouts. And so we got to keep our eye and see if that's going to come back and bite him later on. Seth Kane, Michael Miller back here with you, taking the shotgun snap. It's going to be Link Allen for Trion. He's going to be throwing as he is hit, and it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted, or does he lose the football? I think he lost the football on that one. As it comes down, he's got a cramp in the process. I think he's just got a cramp. Let's get you an identification on who caught that football, but I think it's just more than a cramp. He's hurt. Well, let's watch that again, see if he held on to the football. Link Allen was hit as he was throwing in the process. And bringing it up, catching that football, it goes down. And, it is going to be an interception. That's going to be picked up by Jaden McDaniel, but he is now down on the field. They thought looks like it was going to be a cramp, but it was a little bit more than just that, I think. See Corey Nix and the medical staff, the trainer is going to be coming out and looking at Jaden McDaniel down there, who is the injured Tiger. He is kind of writhing in pain, favoring that left leg. So he is laying on his left side here at the present moment.
Yeah, nothing looked too bad on the replay, but I wonder if he just maybe hyperextended something.
Maybe so. Hyperextended his knee or something, but they're going to try to get him back to his feet. And that they are. They're going to be getting him back to his feet, but he's got to have some assistance on the field. His left leg is one that he's favoring. He's having a hard time. He's trying to describe to the trainers of what it feels like. Yep, they're helping him off the field because he's not putting too much pressure on that left leg, so they're going to help him up. And so, again, the injured Tiger, Jaden McDaniel, getting some help up off the field after he made an interception. And now Temple is going to get the football. They'll get it back, first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. We're going to be moving from left to right. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play here at Rogers Stadium. So the line to gain is going to be the Temple 45-yard line. They spread the formation now. They're going to be coming back. Jackson Gribben going to be back under center. He turns, hands the football off, and he is going to be wrapped and met up and still powers his way on the field. He's up at the 50, the 45, the 40. He's got the John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. And carrying that football is going to be JoJo Jones, one of the star players tonight for the Temple Tigers, and that's going to be a first down.
What a play. I mean, probably, it's like 5 or 6 broken tackles on that play.
So for a first down for the Temple Tigers, from the Trion 41-yard line. So into Trion territory, just on the other side of the 50-yard line. Gold numbers are painted on this field. Temple just had to install a new turf earlier this year. This time he's going to be met, and nothing's going to be doing. They're going to blow the ball dead back at about the 42-yard line. JoJo Jones on the carry. He was met by a host. Mac Lee was going to be the initial tackler for the Trion Bulldogs. That's going to be second down and 11, loss of about a yard.
And something to point out, too, as we move closer into the fourth quarter, Trion's used all three of their timeouts. Down by 7 already. And how Temple's killed the clock. It's not a good spot to be in.
So they hope they don't get in a situation where they're going to need a timeout in the fourth quarter, but we'll just wait and see. Loss of about a yard. It's going to be second down and 11 from the 41-yard line, or 42-yard line, I should say. We are moving from left to right. The ball spotted on the near right hash mark, right directly in front of us. Gribben's going to drop back, turns, hand it off to JoJo again. JoJo across the 40. He is still going to be on his feet, but finally forced to the ground at about the 37-yard line, I should say. And we got another injured Bulldog down here on the field, and that is going to be Clayton Luffridge, who's going to be brought down and injured again. So we have been having quite a few stingers and injuries and cramps here tonight.
That's been the story of the third quarter so far, is just injuries.
It's more than I think we've expected to see. Rome on top of Carrollton, 21-13 third quarter. So we got injury timeout on the field, but it looks like he's going to be getting back on his feet. Luffridge is for the Trion Bulldogs. And he's going to be headed back over to the sideline and probably got to get some water and get a bit of a breather. And we'll continue to play on football here tonight. Don't forget, coming up next week, we got the Carroll County Cat Fight. That's going to be on B92 Country as well as on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV. The Carroll County Cat Fight featuring the Villa Rica Wildcats and the Central Lions right here on Facebook, YouTube, on Graddick Sports, and on 24 Strong TV, and on the radio on B92 Country. And that looks like that's got the makings of another great Carroll County rivalry, one of the long-standing rivalries here in the West Georgia area. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller sits to my left. We've got Steve Jones, Riley Jones back in the studio, 98.9. We've got Russell Smith. We've got Patrick Laurie, and the great students from the College and Career Academy North Campus just up the road here at Villa Rica High School, producing our video broadcast and running the cameras here tonight. I'm telling you, this is like college football broadcast level quality camera work here tonight. And what a great job these students are doing. And kids, you're doing a great job. And by the way, I'll talk to Mr. Smith and get you all A-pluses by the end of the semester. That comes to the third quarter to a close. We have played 3 at Rogers Stadium in Temple. To the fourth we go. It's the Temple Tigers 27. It's the Trion Bulldogs 20. Our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue after this timeout on the Graddick Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Christine Swanson, Chief Financial Officer of American Commerce Bank. I've called West Georgia home for more than 30 years, and I'm proud to be a part of American Commerce Bank's team of hometown bankers. Whether you're looking for a personal checking or savings account, or you need a bank dedicated to providing custom solutions to help your business grow, you can count on our team of local bankers to meet your needs. Come see us in Bremen off Highway 27 near Walmart, or at our Carrollton branch right across from the courthouse. American Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Keith Reynolds with Merrill & Associates. We want to be your one-stop shop for all your HVAC needs. We repair, replace, install, and maintain all your home and commercial HVAC equipment. We still believe that integrity and honesty along with outstanding customer service is what sets us apart from all of our competition. Turn to the experts and give us a call at Merrill & Associates, 770-834-7330. You'll be glad you did.
Well, the lights are off here at Rogers Stadium. The cell phone lights have come up. And we're getting ready for fourth quarter action. And what an exciting second half has been. We've seen a different Trion team this second half, but Temple has really not changed all that much. They're still playing strong. Has had a couple of big mistakes here in the second half, but they're still holding up pretty strong. So we'll get the fourth quarter of play going to be underway. 27-20 is going to be your score right now. We're flipping the football, going from right to left. Temple with the football on a third down situation. You got to get a gain just across the 35-yard line to about the 32. That's going to be fourth down at about 1, and Temple, I believe, is going to be going for it.
about giving number 20 on fourth down.
I would definitely give it to JoJo on that one. Because JoJo is actually going to be a good runner. I think he's going to be standing back. Yeah, he's going to be one of the fullbacks here. He's going to hand it off to JoJo Jones. Going to turn it and hand it off to him. He's still on his feet across the 15, the 20. And he's going to get forced out of bounds near about the 16, 17-yard line. Still on his feet. Takes about 3 different Trion Bulldogs to finally bring him down. So it's going to be a good for John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. We see JoJo Jones. I believe he is going to be in the running for player of the game tonight.
I would say so.
So Bowden, we'll take a look around the scoreboard. Bowden is up 41-7 on top of the Bremen Blue Devils. We got Sandra Morris up here in the booth with us here tonight. Temple representative for the Carroll County Board of Education. Glad to have her up here with us this evening. This time it's going to be handed back off and going to try to run up the middle again. And he's finally going to be brought down, still on his feet. And he will finally get wrapped up and brought down. That's going to be Hudson Nix is going to be brought down for the Temple Tigers. Going to be close to having close to another first down, but he's going to be shy by about a yard. Gain of 9, bringing up second down and 1.
I know JoJo's getting a lot of the spotlight, and he obviously should, but this kid's had a lot of tough, good runs tonight as well.
No doubt about it. 10:29 is going to be on the clock. It continues to tick away. Temple's got another great opportunity to try to put this ball game away. Turns, heads it over to JoJo again, but he's being wrapped up by about 3, 4 different Trion Bulldogs. John Carlos Morales is going to be one of the initial tacklers for the Trion Bulldogs, bringing up a third down and 1 situation. So third down, about a half a yard. They're going to put it. Less than 10 minutes to go. The time is ticking away here. So they're going to be spreading the formation out. They go back to I formation. Look, taking the snap again. Turns hand to JoJo Jones again. He cuts out to the left side of the field. And does he get enough for the first down?
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. Let's take a look on the screen here. There's the Temple saying they have it. Temple says they had the first down, but we're waiting for the signal. We got an injured Bulldog down here on the field. And he is in a lot of pain right here at the present moment.
Injury timeout.
So we got injury timeout on the field, and they're probably going to be bringing the chains out just to see if it may be a first down. We got fourth down on the marker right there, but we got an injury timeout on the field. So we're going to take a look at that Trion Bulldog. They're going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. He's lifting up right now on his feet, and that is Hudson Thomas for the Trion Bulldogs, who is now laid back out on the ground. He's got his left leg bent. It looks like it may just be a little bit of a cramp purpose, and they're going to get him off the field. And that was actually number 65, I should say. Brandon Chandler going to be getting up. He is going to be limping a little bit to get off the field, so hopefully just a cramp, and he looks like he is going to be okay. We'll just keep it right here. It is going to be a fourth down and 1 situation unless they bring the chains out and tell us otherwise.
And they were going to bring him out and measure.
So they are going to bring the chains out for measurement. And they're stretched the chains, and he may be short. And they're now extending the chains. He is going to be short by about 3 chain lengths on just from getting the first down as we take a look here. So he's going to be short by about 3 chain lengths, so it's now going to be a fourth down and short situation. So fourth down and short, Temple's going to be going for it. As the clock is stopped at 9 minutes and 33 seconds. This one final over at Lion Valley tonight. The Central Lions with a 49-0 win over the Hiram Hornets. Byrd County with a 28-3 lead on top of Murphy, North Carolina. I go back in that I formation, turn. Hands ball up to JoJo. It's going to be a first down. It's going to be a John Thornton first down for the Temple Tigers. As JoJo Jones is going to be getting across the 5-yard to the 5-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Temple Tigers. So first down and goal for the Temple Tigers, and they've got a chance to score one more touchdown and put this football game away. But the biggest thing is they'll have to contain Trion on defense. And Trion's made some different trick plays tonight. They're going to turn, hand the ball off this time. It's going to be off to Nehemiah Dorsey. Dorsey is going to lay down. Does he get in? Nope, he's going to be short by about a yard. And it's going to be a second down and goal from almost the half-yard line. Take a look at that again on the replay. Hands it off. Actually, that was actually not Nehemiah Dorsey. That was Jada McDaniel. Sorry. It's the glare off the line that goes through the middle of the circle. It looks like an 8 on the back of that jersey. So it's actually Jada McDaniel there. They're going to run the football again. This time it's going to return. Hands the football off. Gets in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. And that was JoJo Jones. And another touchdown for the Temple Tigers. They now extend their lead to 33-20 with 8:20 left to go here in this fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty impressive if Trion can find a way to come back in this one, especially without all three of their timeouts.
And so it's going to be 33-20 with the Temple Tigers with 8:20 left to go. Waiting on the PAT, it's going to be pending, going to be coming in. That's going to be Ryan Rutledge. Jackson Griffin going to be doing the holding snap, the kick, the hold, and the PAT is good. And with that score, Auto Owners Southland Insurance making another donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Timeout on the field. Temple extends their lead by 14. It's 34-20. Let's take a timeout on the Graddick Sports Network.
Find your future at West Georgia Technical College. Right here in West Georgia, we offer hands-on, career-ready training for today's high-demand jobs. Whether you want to start a new career or level up your skills, you can graduate in 2 years or less without the debt. Our programs are fast, affordable, and designed to get you working. Plus, high school students can jumpstart their education, earning college credit with our dual enrollment program. Start your journey at West Georgia Technical College. Learn more at westgatech.edu.
We come back to Rogers Stadium. Temple has extended the lead at 14 points, 34-20. On top of the Trion Bulldogs here at Rogers Stadium tonight. Seth Kane, Michael Miller back here with you. Glad to have you here with us tonight. Wherever you might be listening and watching from tonight across Facebook, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV. And on the radio tonight on Great Classics 98.9. And it's going to be fielded back at about the 10-yard line. Return man to Trion gets across the 20 before he is met and brought down. And that is, I believe that might be Link Allen who was trying to be on the return again. And it was. But coming in and making the stop is going to be for the Temple Tigers, Jack Jordan. Wow, what an impressive stop by that young man.
I was kind of worried about him getting an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They're kind of stood over him a little bit. Yeah,
got to be very careful right there. There's a fine line between getting cited and unsportsmanlike conduct. So now Trion's going to have another shot at it. First down and 10 with 8:13 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Trion's probably going to have to put a really quick drive together, and then honestly, I mean, you might as well just onside kick maybe. I mean, Temple's going to kill the clock regardless if you get the ball back to him or not. So
definitely are. We just got a final score coming out of Bowden. Bowden gets the win 48-7 over the Bremen Blue Devils tonight. Go Big Red. 21-13 is going to be your score right now. Taking the shotgun snap. And this time it's going to be handed off and going to be cut up the middle, but he's not going to be getting anywhere for the Trion Bulldogs. And that's going to be a stoppage of play there. That's going to be bringing up second down. So nowhere going right there. Still going to be second down and 10 from about the 20-yard line. So no gain on that play. So now we're going to see what's second down and 10 and what Trion's going to be moving here. Trion does not have any timeouts left, so this is not going to be good for them. They're on offense. Driving back is going to be Allen. Back of the shotgun. Looks, throws. Going to be football. Going to be picked up by Christian Sanders that time. And it's going to be passed across the 30-yard line to the 31. That's going to be a first down for the Trion Bulldogs. So Hudson Nix going to be coming in, making the tackle there. See his dad, Corey, next there on the screen if you're watching with us tonight. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. 34-20 is going to be your score. 7:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Don't forget, we got the Southwire Red Zone show going to be coming up after the conclusion of the broadcast here tonight. Dropping back is going to be Allen. Takes a shotgun snap, rolling out to the left side of the field. He's going to be throwing the football. It's going to be complete and forced out of bounds on the far side of the field. Picking down up is going to be Brandon Luty. And going to be forced out of bounds by two different Temple Tigers. TJ Armstrong, the initial tackler, to force him out of bounds. It's going to be another first down for the Trion Bulldogs.
They just continue to have a lot of success through the air in this game, and they've had a lot more in the second half since they've turned to it more.
So first down and 10, they'll move the football far left hash mark, just at about the 42-yard line. Two receivers going to be lined up at the right side of the field. Two are going to be lined up to the left with one running back going to be standing back there with Allen, and Allen's going to be dropping back. Looks to the left, throws. It's going to be an underthrown ball, going to be hitting on the ground just outside the 50-yard line number. The intended receiver was going to be Brandon Luty for Trion, and that will be bringing up a second down and 10.
Brings up second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So second down and 10 for the Trion Bulldogs, 42-yard line. Now they're going to go trips out to the right side of the field. Three wide receivers, one going to be lined up the left side in front of the Trion bench. Looks left, throws left, going to be a club football. Across the 40, the 45, going to roll out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Pass is going to be complete. That time to Kurt Hembright, the senior. Not enough for the first down, but he's not going to be far away from that. It's going to be bringing up third down at about 2 with the line to gain the try is the Temple 48-yard line.
I'm kind of surprised they try not be in a little more of a hurry than they've been so far in this drive. They've let the clock stop a couple times. We're here, the clock's running, and they're taking their time to get going.
They have no timeouts left, so if this stands right now, as long as Trion doesn't really mess up. Temple's going to be walking out here 3-0. There's a snap. Going to be handed back across the 45. And he is going to get wrapped up, brought down. Link Allen going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. He'll get to about the Temple 43-yard line. And that's going to be another first down for the Trion Bulldogs.
And that might be the best run of the night right there.
That's going to be one of them, but at least. So 6:07 left to go. It's going to clock in and continue to run with 34-20 is going to be your score right now. Closing in on the 6-minute mark. Ball is spotted right directly in front of us just at the 43-yard line. Going to be taking the snap, going to be dropping back, going to be looking. It's going to be Allen flush in the pocket. He's going to throw it. It's going to be an up ball. It's going to be caught. That football is going to be caught. He threw up a short prayer. That's going to be caught by Christian Sanders, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. And coming in and having it's going to be Serdario Ferguson. It's going to be one of the initial tacklers going to be coming in.
Yeah, they may have gained an inch of that.
Not much, if anything. If any. We'll take a look at the replay brought to you by Philadelphia First Baptist Church, our video live stream sponsor tonight. So it's going to be second down and 10. The clock going to continue to run. Closing in on the 5-minute mark to go here in the fourth quarter. Two receivers right. Two are going to be lined up to the left. And we got a flag and a salvage of play going to be coming in. I believe it's going to be a delayed game. So it is going to be a delayed game against Trion. That is going to back them up 5 yards. So it is going to be a 5-yard penalty. And second down and 15 to go. They'll move the ball back to the Temple 48-yard line. And we got another quarterback's running off the field. Link Allen is.
Not sure what's happening right
I'm
now.
not sure. Trion doesn't have any timeouts. I think they're changing. Are they changing quarterbacks? Is that not? Yeah, that's not. We got to change the quarterbacks now. Max Sagram is going to be coming back in at quarterback now. Wears number 9. And he's just a sophomore, so we're going to get him some experience and some playing time with less than 5 to play. For the Temple Tiger 34-20 ball game as we're sitting right now. Taking the shotgun snap again, turns, hands the football off, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Is going to be Kurt Hambright. He's going to be on the carry. He's brought down by a host of Tigers. And now it's going to be a third down and long situation for Trion.
And now Allen's come back in as well.
Now, Link Allen is going to be coming back in. Spells his name L-I-N-C.
Seen that before.
Yeah, me either. I have a feeling it may be short for Lincoln if I had to take a stab at it. Trip's going to be two receivers going to be lined up to the left side of the field. I should say rolling out is going to be Allen. He's going to throw a high pass across the center of the field. And it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted by the Temple Tigers. Going to be intercepting that football. It's going to be Dylan Bailey. Dylan Bailey intercepts that pass. Dylan Bailey has helped the Temple Tigers, and Temple will have a chance to run the clock out and walk out of here at 3-0 this evening.
And that's kind of in the story tonight as well for Link, is that he's had a couple of guys running a 3 and open, but he's had a lot of underthrows tonight, and that's probably going to be the end of it right there.
So now we're going to be seeing it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Temple Tigers. Dylan Bailey coming up with the interception. They're going to put the football just behind the 10-yard line, right at the 9. And we're going to have a stoppage of play, just an official's timeout. Well, Trion doesn't have any timeouts left, do they?
Timeout called on the Tigers.
So Temple's going to be calling a timeout. So it is going to be a Temple timeout. We'll take a quick one with a timeout. 4:09 left to go. Temple caught the football. They have the chance to run the clock out. They lead at 34-20. This is Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers on the Graddick Sports Network.
Does your house need a facelift?
Water spots on your ceiling?
Nut Roofing and Siding has your answer. Nut Roofing and Siding is a local family-owned business that's taken care of their community in West Georgia and East Alabama for more than 85 years. Not only do they do all types of siding and roofing, they also do complete interior renovations as well. Financing available for interior and exterior renovations. Decks, windows, barns, or anything else you need.
We have you covered.
Just call Joe at 770-550-7536 or email nutroofing@gmail.com.
Back in my day, we didn't level concrete. We just tripped over it and called it a character building experience. When your sidewalks are more unstable than your situationship, Raised Right Concrete Leveling is here to smooth things over. Raised Right is a great alternative to replacing concrete. They use an expanding polyurethane foam to raise, level, and stabilize your slab, filling the voids that cause your concrete to sink, providing a permanent fix for half the cost. Visit raiseditright.com today or call 404-796-5569.
We come back to Rogers Stadium at Temple High School where play has just started, and it was just a simple run plays for the Temple Tigers. Not much of a gain there, no gain at all, I should say. Second down and 10. We're just back at the 9-yard line for Temple, and I think they're just going to take the time, Michael, and run the clock out so they can get a win tonight.
Absolutely.
So Temple going to try to walk out of here tonight with advancing to 3-0, and they'll be back here at home next week. They opened up the season 4 straight home games this year. They'll be back home with South Atlanta next week. Temple going to be having the football turns, hands the football off, and they're going to try to cut back up the center of the field. And that's going to be Nehemiah Dorsey on the carry again. So the next games for Temple that are going to be coming up, South Atlanta. They'll be at home with South Atlanta, going to be coming up next week. Going to be taking on Pepperell at home on the 19th after a week off. And on the 26th, they'll be going back on the road. Headed to Bremen, then they'll go to be home with Hurt County, and then go to Haralson County out of Tallapoosa on their next few games going to be coming up.
Probably not going to be a fun week of practice for the Blue Devils.
I don't think so. I would say Sean Patrick is not going to be too thrilled with a few of the things that they've been front of tonight. It's going to be wide open run. Look again. It's going to be JoJo Jones. Above the 50, the 45, the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Strike up that fight song. The Temple Tigers have scored another touchdown. It's now 40-20 with 2:26 left to go in the ball game. Touchdown, Temple.
And if there was any doubt if the player of the game was going to be, I think they just got silenced.
I think it was. My goodness, what a great run by JoJo Jones. That might also be the play of the game tonight to seal the win tonight. Definitely sealing the win tonight for the Temple Tigers. We'll look at that again on the replay. I mean, he maybe had one hand touch it, but that was about it. If anything, right there below his ankles, and he just ran that one in all the way. And he took it to the promised land and found points and paid her. Temple at 40-20. PAT is going to be pending. Snap to spot the hole. The kick is up. And the kick is good. With 2:22 left to go. Is Temple 41. Is Trion 20. That score. Auto Owners Southland Insurance. Another donation headed to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Let's take a timeout from Rogers Stadium in Temple on the Graddock Sports Network.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Probably somewhere around about 75, 80 yards that JoJo Jones scored a touchdown. Put Temple up 41-20 on top of the Trion Bulldogs. As Trion is just trying to get out of here, and they're going to be returning back home. They're going to take on Model, Lafayette, and Manchester for their next 3 games coming up. Then they'll come back down here to take on Mount Zion in region play. And that is going to be a high kick. That's going to be going into the back of the end zone. And they'll run that football back out to the 20-yard line. Trion's going to have it first down and 10 from the 20 with 2:22 left to go here. That's my grandson. Let's go, Dylan Bailey. Eugene Bailey commenting in on the Amy Brown State Farm Live social media comments that you see here tonight. As they're taking time, we want to go ahead and give a shout-out to our video crew tonight from students at the North College and Career Academy. On camera tonight, Caleb Rushing, Alana Harris, McKenna Clear, Amberly Moore, Joshua Blackstock, Anaya Campbell, and Alyssa Stringfellow. And running the scoreboard tonight that you've been watching is Anaya Dobbs. Of course, they are taught by Russell Smith and, of course, Patrick Glory as well. Guys, give away to the cameras down there tonight. What a great job all of you have been doing this evening. I've already talked to Mr. Smith, and every single one of you are getting A+s and cookies when you return back to school on Tuesday after the Labor Day break. I don't know if he's going to give you cookies or not, but it would be nice if he did. He's just that kind of guy. He's not even in the room with us at the moment to hear that. It's going to be rolling around right now and not going to be going anywhere as they try to cut out to the left side of the field. I believe that was going to be Kurt Hambright on the carry that time. And wave to the cameras, guys. More of the camera crews down there on the field this evening. Great job tonight, ladies. A wonderful job y'all have been doing as well. So loose is about a yard, second down at 11, less than 2 to play. And don't forget, coming up next, we have Southwire Red Zone Show going to be on the way here in just a bit. Stations, we owe you an ID break, and we'll get it to you on the next dead ball. Just trying to line back up again. They sent one wide to either side of the field. Dropping back is going to be rolling out. He's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and that is going to be Max Sargrum again. And he's not going to get much anywhere. It's going to be bringing up a third down and long situation. While we have a break of the action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Graddock Sports Network.
You're listening to high school football coverage on Great Classics 98.9 WWGA Tallapoosa.
And we come back and skip another wave from all the great students who have been working here tonight. We'll run down and get the names again onto the camera here this evening. And, of course, we got another group standing right out next to us as you see us on screen just a little bit. Of course, I've got a window pane blocking my face, which would also be called the Bob Uecker seats. Anyway, that's going to be a fumble pass. And back in the quarterback is going to be Link Allen, who's back in. He's going to keep it into his own hands and try to advance back up the field, back in front of the sticks. So he got a lost yardage back and then some. But the clock is going to continue to run. It's going to be bringing up a fourth down situation. And unless the clock runs out, they'll have to give it back to the Temple Tigers if they so choose, if they don't decide to run another play here. Clock is going to continue to run at 29 seconds, and that may be the final play of the ball game. And it looks like it is going to be running down 22 seconds. Both teams are going to be going back to their respective sidelines. And tonight, the Temple Tigers are going to be walking out of here victorious tonight. They are going to be walking out of here 3-0. And the Trion Bulldogs are going to be walking out of here this evening, and they are going to be falling to 1-2 on the season. Final score, 41-20. The Temple Tigers get the win over the Trion Bulldogs tonight on a fantastic night of football for the Tigers of Temple. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to be getting your players of the game, and so much more. That's all going to be on the way next, so stay with us. We've got more football that we are going to be talking about on the way here in just a bit as the Temple Tigers get the win this evening over the Trion Bulldogs by a final score of 41-20. So thank you for tuning in with us here tonight across 24 Strong TV, the Greg Sports Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is sitting next to me right now. And Michael, before we go back to break, what a great night tonight by the Temple Tigers. And just an impressive second half. I mean, Trion came out, did a great job in the second half, but they just could not keep up with Temple tonight.
It was a great night by Temple. A couple mistakes here and there that kept Trion in the game, but overall, you got to love what you got to see if you're a Temple Tiger fan.
No doubt about it. So a lot of great plays, looking at JoJo Jones this evening. Done a tremendous job tonight. Jackson Gribbett at quarterback, Jada McDaniel, Nehemiah Dorsey, just to name a few. And, of course, Isaiah Montgomery, who's been playing really well tonight as well. So a lot of great players that you could say that could be players of the game at any point in time of the ball game.
Oh, absolutely. I think you really could just give it to the whole team. Honestly, it was a really team effort, but obviously JoJo's got all the touchdowns tonight. So I think, if you're going to give it to somebody, you got to give it to him.
Yeah, we'll give him the player of the game. So we're going to be talking about that and so much more going to be coming up on the other side of the break. The Temple Tigers, they get the win tonight 41-20, and they improve to 3-0. Trion will fall to 1-2. We'll take another timeout. We come back. It's player of the game, unsung hero, and your play of the game. That's all going to be on the way next. Temple wins. Temple wins. Get up and dance, Temple. Your Tigers are 3-0. Our coverage of Friday Night Football with the Temple Tigers will continue after this timeout on the Braddock Sports Network.
No matter where you have to go, your feet have to get you there. Soul Roots knows this better than anyone. That's why they are dedicated to taking care of you and your feet. Soul Roots offers the latest styles of the absolute best brands of shoes with your feet in mind, featuring Hoka, Alta, and On running shoes. Come in and get your free fitting by one of their fit experts. That's Soul Roots Running Company, 150 Maple Crossing, Suite 101. Online at soulrootsracing.com.
Hey truckers, been canceled by your current insurance company? Are your premiums too high? Southeastern Insurance Associates is here to help. With down payments as low as 10% and monthly payments as low as $1,000, you need to call Southeastern Insurance Associates. From big rigs to box trucks, hot shots to pickups, call an agent for your free quote today at 678-664-2838 or stop by the office at 740 Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Southeastern Insurance Associates.
Don't miss the biggest sell of the year. It's the John Thornton Buick GMC Summer Send-Off. Right now, take $10,000 off MSRP on the new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. $6,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Buick Envision. And $5,750 off new GMC Terrain models. Hurry, because just like summer, these deals won't last long. John Thornton Buick GMC on North Park Street in Carrollton. GMC, we are professional grade.
Well, victory tonight at Rogers Stadium for the Temple Tigers. They improved to 3-0 on the season with a 41-20 win over the Trion Bulldogs. Seth came back here with you. Michael Miller down on the sidelines waiting to get an interview that we'll hopefully see later on the Greg Sports Facebook page with head coach Corey Nix of the Temple Tigers. But what an impressive win tonight by the Temple Tigers as they improve to 3-0, and Trion will fall to 1-2. Temple is going to be returning back at home next week, and they will take on South Atlanta. Well, let's go ahead and get you your awards here going to be coming up tonight. And we'll start out with the Elite Golf Cars Player of the Game, brought to you by Elite Golf Cars at 16 Sand Hill Shady Grove Road in Carrollton. Sales, service, repairs, all your golf cart needs under one roof, and that is Elite Golf Cars. We have got to give that number 20, JoJo Jones. What an impressive night he has had tonight. Scored majority of the touchdowns for the Temple Tigers, and he has had an impressive night all the way around. And so we've got to give that to JoJo Jones tonight and scoring the final touchdown of the night for the Temple Tigers. So JoJo Jones, the Elite Golf Cars Player of the Game. Now we move to the All Seasons Roofing Unsung Hero of the Game, brought to you by All Seasons Roofing, serving West Georgia for over 30 years. Call 770-830-ROOF. That's 770-830-ROOF to get your estimate today. They don't want an arm and a leg, just a finger and a toe. And your Unsung Hero, we're looking at Isaiah Montgomery, and what some impressive plays that he is and stops on defense tonight. That has prevented Trion from advancing up the field, from scoring any more tonight. And Isaiah Montgomery making crucial tackles and stops where they needed to be made. So we got to give that one to Isaiah Montgomery, our All Seasons Roofing Unsung Hero of the Game. And now for the Carroll County Rec Department Power Play of the game, brought to you by the Carroll County Recreation Department, where the fundamentals begin. The Carroll County Recreation Department has been committed to fostering teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship in every young athlete for over 25 years. Check out Carroll County Recreation Department on Facebook for more, and good luck to all of our area local teams. Well, the play of the game, it's got to be the very final touchdown the Temple Tigers scored just to seal the deal and to walk away with the third win of the season tonight. And with that is going to be our Carroll County Rec Department Power Play of the game. Of course, we'll have that highlight and so much more going to be coming up tonight. So, well, don't forget, coming up, our Facebook Live Game of the Week next week, and the game that's going to be on B92 Country, the Carroll County Catfight. It's going to be between the Central Lions and the Villarica Wildcats. You do not want to miss out on that one. One of the longest standing rivalries in the West Georgia area. So it's going to be coming up next week on Facebook Live and on B92 Country. We hope you will join us then. Stay tuned. We got the Southwire Red Zone Show. They are going to be coming up next here in just a bit. We're going to be running over scores from around the state of Georgia, the West Georgia area. Highlights going to be coming up from our broadcast games and so much more. Our thanks to our great film crew here today from the College and Career Academy in the North Campus near Villarica High School. We'd like to say thank you to Kayla Rushing, Alana Harris, McKinnon Clear, Amberly Moore, Joshua Blackstock, Anaya Campbell, Alyssa Stringfellow, and Anais Dobbs for being part of our video crew tonight under the direction of Patrick Glory and Russell Smith here for Carroll County Schools. My thanks to Steve and Riley Jones back at our network studios in Carrollton, Studio 98.9 for producing tonight's broadcast as well. For Michael Miller here with us tonight, our thanks to Temple High School for being a wonderful host here tonight. I'm Seth Kane, reminding you once again your final score, the Temple Tigers with a win 41-20 over the Trion Bulldogs. Have a great rest of the night. Enjoy the Red Zone coming up next. Seth Kane reminding you to always be a good sport, and I'll see you on the other side of the microphone. I wish you luck and good night from Temple.